There we go. Looks like we're live. Hello, people.
Oh,
hello.
no.
Hello. It is I, the old geek, and I have with me a temporarily here Iman, who's just here to annoy us for a short while before he disappears off to do his stuff with Saxius.
I'm not playing heroic today.
I thought you were having some sort of behind the scenes sort of thing.
I've done my blue booking pretty much.
Ooh,
You've done yours.
like,
okay, all right.
Sounds like no excuse to play that.
My excuse to play is that I don't want to.
Don't want to.
Biker.
We've got Andy, Joker, and Legbreaker here. Daniel is trying to
find the planet.
Yeah,
Very
Daniel's trying to find the planet. Come on, Daniel, get your way in. And Straw Piglet, are you coming tonight? Straw Piglet, are you around? I've seen you pop into Discord, but I am muted in Discord because I don't want to come through on there. The link is there for you to click should you need it. But unless Zach's just gone to fetch Straw Piglet. Saxis has just arrived in Discord. Say oi, oi. Hello, Jerry. Hello, there's Saxius. Hello, Squirrel Hermit. Hello, Halakar. Hello, Daniel. Yeah. We're just old nerds who are a bit crap with IT, aren't we? So that's
yourself.
The way it is. Yeah.
You
popped
just
in
be
and
like
said,
me at work. My mere presence just fixes the issue.
No.
That's me. I'm the
Hello,
go-to
Ernie.
IT fella at work too. Scary.
Hello, Hyrax. Yeah, I've done IT jobs in my time, and I don't wish to do any more. I used to work in IT. Yes, I did. But we're going back to the days of Windows 95 and Windows 98. And DOS.
Is that all?
I started off working with DOS, and then Windows 95 and Windows 98, and Windows 7. I think was it Windows 7?
Yeah.
It just come out when
7 was the first numbered one.
Yeah, I can't remember what. To be honest, I haven't worked in IT now for about 6 or 7 years, and I'm glad to be out of it. Glad.
There he
There he
Did you ever
is.
really do IT if you didn't deal with punch cards?
my
paper tape.
My dad did that.
Yes.
Yeah, I've booted machines off of paper tape.
Yeah.
My first job was working on a computer games help desk, and involved talking. Most of the time I spent on the phone talking people through making boot discs for DOS games.
Was it PC format?
That sort of thing. Yes.
I mean the magazine.
I remember. I used to subscribe to PC format. I remember that. But no, I used to work for US Gold when. And then they got bought out by IDOS. And I'd say about 5 or 6 times a day, I would have to talk somebody who didn't even know what the space bar was on the keyboard, and teach them how to make a boot disc.
That was me.
That was you yesterday.
Format A drive /S, I seem to remember. And then you'd have to go to the A drive, and you'd have to edit the config sys and edit the autoexec bat, and get them to read out what's in those files. And when they don't even know what their spacebar is. It's really difficult getting them to teaching them how to type a colon, for example.
How long did it? How long was it for them to find the any key?
I was just about to say.
Yeah, shift is the one above. See the one that says CTRL. Shift is that it does say shift on it. You hold that one down. Hold that. Yes, hold it down, and then press
My keyboard doesn't have a CTRL. Where is it?
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't need your keys, you'd still be there.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I do remember fiddling with IRQ settings. Sound blasters that in games preferred to be on IRQ 5, but IRQ 7 was the default in the setup, or was it the other way round?
I don't even know what that
can't remember.
stands for.
Can't remember. I remember whether I had to switch it from 5 to 7, whether the games worked better on 7 or 5. Yeah. It was all over the place. We are going. I mean, it's 23 years since I last worked on a help desk.
I had a friend who was in IT at my home city, Warren's main provider, and another friend called. They didn't realize who each other were on the phone, and Matt, the tech, thought he knew who it was just because the other friend, Clark, had a distinct voice. So Clark starts bitching about his computer service and all this other stuff. So mind you, all they were was the provider. They weren't computer techs, even though they were, but it wasn't their job to fix your computer, just to make sure you had the service. So Clark starts bitching about his computer and everything, and Matt gets fed up and goes, maybe it's just user error. And my friend Clark goes, is this Matthew? Matt goes, I hope this is Clark.
I mean, it's a common phrase. I mean, anyone who's worked in IT knows the acronym PICNIC. Problem in chair, not in computer.
Yeah. PBCK. Problem between chair and keyboard.
Yes.
ID10T. ID10T problem.
Yep.
You have to write that one down.
Idiot, yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep. That took me a while. I like picnic. I'm gonna have to start using that.
That's funny. No,
Anyway.
That's going to be my new nickname now, is Picnic.
Yes. Saxius is summoning his men.
Saxius
Saxius is being Saxius. Right. I think we need to do as our Lord and Master Saxius demands.
Get on with it.
Get the hell on with it. Yeah. Hello, Straw. How are you doing? You found us.
I'm doing well.
Found us.
Yeah, I was looking in the Oracle chat for that StreamYard, but that was the wrong one.
I put it in stream invites.
Yeah, I finally found it.
Yeah, just the logical place. Yeah.
I always put it in stream invites when I invite people to streams. I put them in.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one in Forest Oracle, and I was clicking on that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an old one.
I wonder who we can blame for that.
We were talking for a couple minutes, and then he said, maybe we got to go somewhere else.
So, where did we finish last time, fellas? Where did we finish last time? You arrived at a ruined castle, didn't you?
In a pile of treasure, I believe.
You arrived at a ruined castle, and you were poking around in the ruined castle. You saw signs of inhabitation, but nothing appeared to be home at the moment. And I think that's where we ended, wasn't it?
It was the smell of goblin or something, wasn't it?
Smell of goblin, yes.
Yeah.
The smell of goblin.
Yeah, somebody got covered in smelly mud.
Oh, yes.
And they get to sleep downstairs. Yes, our lovely. That was our druid, wasn't it?
It was the druid who's not going to be here this session. Who's covered in smelly mud. Oh well.
Yeah,
yes.
that's exactly why they're sleeping downstairs. They're not here and they stink.
Okay. So you are planning to spend the night at the castle. Are you not? A ruined castle. You're assuming
believe
you're assuming there's an upstairs. You see.
Well, we went up the stairs and found the bed, and then I threw the bed out, and something
Oh,
glittered into the moat, and
that was in the tower, wasn't it? That was in the tower.
Yeah.
So, not the castle itself, but the tower, the one standing tower.
How are we all doing for hit points? I think we're okay. aren't we?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Do we
I
want
think
to
we're okay. Yeah.
Do we want to clear the ruins before sleeping?
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
What? We're on dusk or something, or a bit dark now. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Well, you're the DM. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
You're supposed to know everything.
You expect me to keep time? The module doesn't tell me to keep time. I do what the module says.
It's
Okay.
5,000 it's 5,000 feet till the sun sets in the east.
No, you have
Yep.
you have journeyed. Let me get the map up. Last session, you journeyed from. You exited the caves, encountered the Dryad, beat up some orcs, wandered up the road a little bit, had a
some
random
cats.
encounter. Got yourself some giant lizards.
Weren't they dogs?
Well, you got some wargs, some pet wargs.
Yeah.
Use
yeah.
them to kill giant lizards.
Mhm.
So yeah, you got two dire wolves with you. The module calls them wargs, but gives them dire wolf stats. And yeah, when we finished last session with you pretty much arriving at the castle and having a little bit of a dig around and finding some bits and bobs, and then choosing to rest in the tower. Let me just describe the room for you again. The room, in this room lies a dirty pallet and small chest. Rotted wooden stairs lead to the collapsed floor above. And yeah, you opened up the chest, but you stood to the side and saw a dagger come jutting out, which would have
And I
stabbed
now have
you if you hadn't.
That's
I
right.
now have a free dagger. Yep.
And then you hurled the pallet out of the window, and it broke open, and some shiny things went into the moat and sank into the mud.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. And that's when the druid went downstairs, got into the mud to try and recover the shiny things, didn't, and is now covered in stinking mud. Can I please put down the banner? Of course I can. So, you want the druid to sleep downstairs? Any particular shed you'd like him to sleep in?
Or at least downwind.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, there is the ruined central section. I mean, he could take cover in there.
Well, is there any water, like an old well or something? That's what we need for him. I don't think we can create water, can we? Or precipitation or something like that.
Well, the druid will, you know how we have these contrived entrances? It's going to be a contrived exit because Brian's not here.
Fair enough.
So the smell wafts off into the woodland, and you lose the druid from your party.
So he's going off to look for a water source, and he'll come back at a dramatically appropriate moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That seems reasonable. Yeah.
Yes. He's gone to look for somewhere to have a bath.
So that's the first one for the year.
Yep.
All righty then. Well, we have secured the tower. Let's go and, I don't know, pillage the rest of the ruins.
Okay. Looking out.
Starting with the nearest structure, I would believe.
Okay, looking out eastwards across the courtyard, you've got a shed on your right, a shed on your left, a shed in the far corner, and the ruined central keep is a little further on to your right. The main courtyard is about 40 feet wide and stretches out ahead of you. So there's 3 sheds and the ruined keep.
Let's go left, shall we?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, might as well start somewhere.
Yeah, do the outside, then go into the middle.
Okay. The shed on the left is made of stone, and it stands against the inside of the castle's north wall. The roof has bark shingles, and the wooden door hangs askew.
And sneak on in, I suppose. No tripwires or anything at the doorway. Nothing to worry about. Do
Oh, you can have a
trap
look.
check. Yeah, trap checking, because that's going to fail miserably with my massive 40%.
You don't find any traps in the doorway.
I'm not the only thief here, though, am I?
No, you're not. Kurjo is a thief. Would Kurjo like to have a little look?
Yeah, why not?
What's your trap percentage, Kurjo?
Open locks 28. Traps 30%.
30%. Okay. Yeah, you think it's quite safe as well. Neither of you find any traps on the entrance
I will
to the shed.
stealthily stroll in.
Okay. There are no windows to the shed. It is windowless. And it now contains only dust and a pile of rubble. There is a rather sickly odor emanating from the rubble.
Oh, that's where the druid went.
Possibly, very possibly.
Okay, nothing to see. Next shed, I suppose.
Okay, next shed. Well, the nearest shed is the one in the opposite. Is the one on the right, up against the western wall.
Can we inspect,
Might as well get some extra exercise.
can we
Wandering
inspect
all the way across the courtyard. So,
Go on, Straw.
Deinonychus wants to inspect the rubble.
Deinonychus wishes to inspect the rubble. Okay. So, are you? How are you inspecting this rubble?
I want to figure out what's stinking. Is there something buried under it? Lift up the rocks or whatever.
Okay, you're gonna lift up the rocks. Okay. So as Half sort of turns to leave the shed, Deinonychus, interested in the thought of possibly there being treasure under the rubble, starts poking about in the rocks, as is the dwarven way.
always rolling a die. This is going to be wonderful.
Always want-
Uh-oh. It's that big collection of die,
Well,
isn't it?
it's not random encounters.
Oh,
No, so what the hell is
So,
it?
so they've got to be rolls to hit, I would say.
They could.
Deinonychus is moving rocks around, and the stench strengthens, and then suddenly notices a wriggling and a writhing from the rubble, as a number of bloated, stinking maggots are disturbed. Deinonychus is able to pull back from being bitten by 4 of them, but the 5th one has latched onto his forearm
Oh,
and
this
is
gonna be
starting
wonderful.
to chew at his flesh.
On magic missile.
Hello, Christopher.
No. Oh, you can magic missile or just torch it. But does anybody have a torch?
Not
us
lit.
dwarves and elves, I'd imagine.
Somebody light me up a torch, or I'll light my own torch.
Turn him into a torch. That'll fix
I
it.
mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to light a torch, I mean, Andy, did you want to magic missile it?
If it's not drilled into him yet, I'll magic missile it. Why not?
Well, if it's a rot grub, I can burn it, and I've got a ring of fire protection on.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, we think it's fire protection.
So
we know
3
it's-
points of damage.
Okay, I'm going to say here that while you're rummaging around for your torch to apply fire to this bloated maggot that is busy chewing on your forearm, a magic missile strikes it just as it's starting to. Because the magic missile is such a quick spell, a 1 second spell, an instant reaction. It's as it started chewing on your flesh to get into your arm, the magic missile hits it, but it will hit you as well.
It's a small price to pay.
So it causes 3 points of damage to Deinonychus, but it will kill the grub because you got it so quickly.
I think withdrawing from that shed is probably a smart idea right now, rather than staying there. And then burn the stones. Get rid of these grubs.
Seeing as
Right, so
I'm going to light up a torch and go after the grubs.
well, your first port of call is going to have to be the carcass of the grub that is currently hanging off your arm, like some odd growth coming out your arm.
Okay.
It's dead, but it's sort of bitten into your arm and it's dangling off.
It's hanging
Oh,
on.
I'm sure I'm sure that'll wait for later. It's fine.
How much damage did I take? 4 damage? 3?
3 points of damage. 3 points of damage. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, sorry about that, man.
I'll
It's
burn
dead
that,
though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll burn it off. And am I all right? Do I get burned?
Oh, you're okay because you have got that ring on. So yes, you do feel as though the flame should cause you pain, but it does not. And as you apply the flame to the grub that you thought was very dead, it just sort of wriggles one last twitch
Oh, bugger.
Uh-oh.
and then
Oh, fair enough.
drops out. It drops out of the wound in your arm onto the floor. It is now very dead. But yeah, you're able to mop up the rest of them with using a torch quite easily.
Cool.
Lovely.
Okay, I'll finish searching.
Yeah, what was the bloated corpse then? The bloated corpse, was it a human, an animal, or what?
No,
It was a bloated maggot.
Oh, I
The
thought
maggot is the bloated
the
thing.
corpse didn't. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought the corpse was there with the maggots. Okay.
So
Nothing of note.
the stench gets even worse as you set fire to the bodies of and burn the bodies of the grubs, and your poking through the rubble is utterly futile as you find nothing of value.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I read the word grubs.
Yeah, fair enough. You did some good this day. Next shed, I suppose.
Okay. So your next shed around. This shed is well insulated, but it is run down. The door swings loosely. How can the shed be well insulated if the door swings loosely on its leather hinges?
Imran lives there.
It's
Um,
just as cold as everything else.
It's got a rubber foundation.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give the door a prod with my quarterstaff to push it open. I take it opens inwards or not?
It does. Yes.
Leather hinges in a ruined castle implies repair, right?
Could be.
Several of the wooden shingles on the roof do not look like they will survive a good windstorm. The room smells as if some large animal has been kept here.
Do we recognize the smell?
Or a druid.
Your druid's departed.
No, I'd say
Doesn't
one of the
smell
other.
like
It smells like a large animal. I mean,
But the druid smelled like some large animal had been kept there. So
Doesn't smell like the dogs that we've got trailing around with this. We had a goblin.
yes, it does a little.
Funny
Yes.
that. Gee, this wouldn't be a kennel, would it? An occupied kennel by chance? Are we rolling surprise?
No.
So not
Inside,
occupied.
the light is dim. The only light entering filters through the cracks in the shingles or the open doorway. So it's not well insulated at all, is it? Because there's cracks in the shingles. You can piles of mouldy straw lie about that the occupants clearly use as beds, and there's several large, coarse hairs scattered over the floor.
Yeah, they're warg hairs, aren't they? Or dire wolves, or whatever they've decided to call it this time.
Yes.
Yep.
It looks the same. Yeah, they look the same as your pets because you have got those two pets.
Yeah.
Did you name them?
I don't think we did. But they're the druid's pets, aren't they? So they'll be with their druid. Damn it!
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The
Bugger.
pets.
Did he pay and did he help?
They make really good meat shields.
Oh.
John,
crap.
I must take it exception. You can't call it a dim light. It's neurodivergence.
Oh. I'm not going to try and make sense of it through some contrived improvisation. I'm going to point out its inconsistencies because part of the point of this is to review it, and we're reviewing it as written, and it's shit. It doesn't deserve any Anyway.
All right. Are we likely to find any treasure in the rotting straw, maybe? Or do we find more rot grubs? I doubt it because
I'll search since I've got the ring.
yeah. I think we can just all search through there. I'm not thinking there's going to be rot grubs because otherwise why would they use it as a kennel?
Oh, that's true.
I'm going to improvise what you find in the straw because it just tells me doesn't tell me anything. So in amongst the straw you find various gnawed bones and huge heaps of fresh dung.
Oh, goody.
Because that, yeah.
Does the straw burn?
It depends whether you want to set fire to it or not.
I'm very tempted. Nah, better not, because that's going to be a bit of a beacon for whoever owns the place. Shall we go to the next structure?
I think so, yeah. There's not much
The
in
next-
here, is there?
The next structure around is the main keep itself in the center.
Was there another external building?
There is one other external building, yes.
Well, let's do that so we clear the exterior and then we can go in.
This shed stands against the south wall of the inner courtyard. Half the shingles are missing from the roof. The door, though, is in good shape and is locked with a large hasp and chain.
Is it?
Don't hurt us! Don't hurt us! We have no weapons! Called
What
two
language?
voices from within. Common.
Okie dokie.
Female voices.
Okay.
No, we're not going to hurt you. I'll speak back with my horrible dwarvish accent and so forth. In common, though. And I shall then attempt to open locks with my massive 39%.
Do, do, do.
Oh, no. I thought, no. You think you've nearly got it? And no.
Oh, that's okay. I have a hammer.
Okay.
I shall. Is it a chain and padlock, or is it a lock in the door?
It's a chain and padlock.
Yeah, hammer. Hammer, and I think someone's got a spike. We'll do it that way.
Okay. Yeah. So you are you attempting to do it quietly, or are you going to just hammer away?
Oh, god damn it! You would say that, wouldn't you?
I mean, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Should ask.
Before I do that, I think we'll pull on our other thief to have a go at unlocking it, since I apparently didn't do it.
Kojo, are you alive?
Yes, I'm alive.
What was that open lock? Or firstly, do you want to try and open the lock, or it's up to you?
I prefer a pocket.
Yeah, don't we both?
Yeah, why not? 28%. Go on, for
28%. Oh no! It causes it causes you to scratch your head and wonder why there is such a quality lock out here in these shitty ruins.
We'll be back. We got to go find a key.
or
Do
a
you know
shovel.
where a key is?
No. The goblins might have one.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. How many goblins? Do you know?
Lots of goblins.
Okay, of course.
Goblins. I can't count more than 3, but so that all I can say is there were more than 3.
Okay, there's many. Gotcha.
Yes.
When were they last here? How long ago? Do you know if they're still around?
Last night, I think. They tend to go out raiding and pillaging during the day. I don't know why, because goblins are supposed to be nocturnal creatures. They captured us. They captured us while we were picking berries near the Wild River.
During the day. Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, late. It was late in the day, but yeah.
I've got a better idea. You said some of the shingles are missing.
Yes.
Or at least very loose.
Yes.
Why don't we have our other thief, the one that can actually climb, go up on the roof, pull a bit of the roof apart, lower a rope down?
Yeah, that'd be easier.
Are we good with that?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I'm not the one climbing. It's not my neck.
I mean, I could do it, but as a dwarf, I've got that nasty little penalty attached to it.
Okay. Are you happy? If Kurjo's happy with that, what's Kurjo's climb walls percent?
87.
87, you say? Are you? This is one you can roll yourself if you wish. If you're in Albert, roll percentile dice.
That'll work.
Oh, yeah,
Doesn't- not very stylish with it.
No, he's not very stylish.
It's probably all those holes in the roof.
He needs someone to push him up from behind.
and there's a bit of crumbling and a few loose footholds, and it isn't easy, but yes, he does scramble up onto the roof, and through the holes in the roof you can see 2 young women tied up in the shed.
Okay, sounds like I need to go up and assist. Here we go with my massive 76%.
Go on then. Oh,
See, this is how you climb.
Yeah, you walk straight up the wall without doing anything.
okay, so you join Kurjo on the roof, and between you are able to haul the 2 young girls out of their makeshift prison.
Is our paladin with us?
No, he isn't. That's
damn
Halakar. Halakar's at work, so the paladin has other
priorities.
responsibilities. Yeah, the things he's dealing with at the moment.
Yeah, could deal with the detect evil about now. Never mind. I suppose this is our cleric's area of expertise, isn't it? Dealing with people. Certainly not mine with my horrible charisma.
Are you girls okay?
Yeah. Have you got any food or water?
Yeah, we've got some food and water here.
I think
Give
we've got
them
some
food and
lizard, don't we?
water.
The goblins stole our berries.
Oh,
So sad.
Thank you.
What are we going to do with these 2 girls now? Do we chuck them back in the tower? Do we send them on their way? Do we escort them somewhere? Well, firstly, where is home? How far away is that?
We don't know where our home is because the module doesn't say.
Oh, of course not.
It says we were picking berries near the Wild River, so I would assume it is somewhere near there. But as there's no settlements near the Wild River, then I don't know.
Oh, it's one of those mystery farms that support the inn that we were
Goes
staying
to
at.
the inn,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My father owns an invisible farm. Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Tree farmers, right?
No. We were picking berries because.
Yeah, because reasons. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want to happen next? Do you want to go home by yourselves now, or stay with us, or what? Because we're wonderful people who haven't introduced ourselves yet.
We would
John,
like a bit.
what time of day is it? Sorry.
It's late afternoon, coming towards early evening.
Okay.
We would ideally like some big, strong heroes to accompany us to our invisible farm.
You know what? I think we know a druid and a paladin that could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean Mr. Shiny and Mr. Stinky?
Yes.
Yes. the odd couple.
Uh,
I think that's a job for them.
Ah, yes.
You'll
two-
be safe with them, don't worry.
Yes. And when we get to our invisible farm, Mr. Stinky can spend some time in our invisible bath.
Exactly. That'll work. Getting invisibly washed.
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay, well that sounds like a plan, right? So let's all just make that happen, unless we've got any more questions for these girls, or we want to shake them down for treasure. Any questions? Anyone?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's shuffle along the way then, shall we?
Okay,
shall
so I'm going to make the
focus back on
assumption. I'm going to make the assumption that the two non-present characters are now non-present because they're escorting these two damsels in distress to their home, wherever their home might be.
So they're on a mission for Faltus?
Yes, of course. That's what they'll be doing.
Yeah.
Voltus will guide.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. Now the remaining outbuilding. Well, no, we've already done all the outbuildings, haven't we? That was the third one.
It'd be an invisible cow, Saxius.
Yeah.
An invisible being.
All right. The central structure, I suppose.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The doors to the old keep are time-scarred and blackened and do not open. Because it tells you try to open them.
But we have an axe.
The surface of the door appears to be disintegrating, as singed wood can easily be broken off.
Oh dear. Smack.
That's what
smack.
that's
smack.
that's what the
Okay.
box text says to read out, so I'm reading it out.
Of course it does. Yes.
Yes. The doors do appear to be locked, but the lock looks to be old and somewhat broken.
Yeah, I think we'll just break the doors.
Yep.
Okay, who is going to break the doors?
The biggest,
do it.
strongest, and ugliest of us.
I may not be the biggest, but I think I'm the strongest.
Okay.
But are you the ugliest?
9 charisma.
Oh no, you're not the ugliest. I think we have a ranger that fits most of those categories, right? Nah, screw it. Let's just wail into the door and just see what happens, right? Even if it's just push the shoulder into or something.
I'll smash it with my pickaxe. military pick.
Okay. Yeah, you can. It will crumble under the rain of blows from your military pick. Leaves and straw used for bedding cover this area. The stairs on the east wall lead to a second floor which has a collapsed roof. A large fireplace dominates the center of the back wall.
Okay.
Right.
Shall we start poking through the leaves and the straw and check out the fireplace?
There is also a door in the west wall which stands ajar. So, poking around the fireplace, there are fresh ashes here. They're a little damp and they are cool, but you can tell that they're pretty fresh. They've not congealed too much.
So basically, that ties in what the girl said that about a day ago. All right. What about anything found amongst the straw? I'm assuming they're piles of goblin bedding.
Yeah, it's got that smell from that you got from the pallet. It smells sweaty and dirty.
You're thinking of the
All
druid
right,
again.
Yeah, it's going to be a running gag, isn't it?
It is. It is. Yes.
Poke through all that sort of stuff. Spends a bit of time. We might have to get some light sources. I know my dagger glows in the dark a little bit, but it's not really good enough.
I've got a lantern, so
Yeah. All right. Search that entire room. Head up to the stairs to the area up there. Maybe there's something hiding, even though it hasn't got a roof on it. And then we'll go through the door. I think that's a good plan.
Yeah. John, can you do me a favor? Can you send me a link to Owlbear?
Okay.
Unless you want to roll for me. You'd probably do better than I do.
I'm going to put it in private chat. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, so poking through the straw and the ashes, you find signs that this is used as a sleeping, general living, cooking area. There are a number of small bones of probably of rodents, but you find nothing of value. Nothing of value.
Okay. Fireplace was just a fireplace.
Yes.
Let's go up the stairs then.
Up the stairs, it's basically the roof has collapsed. It's open to the elements. There are timbers and rubble and various bits of roofing material also scattered and rotting on the floor up here. This area appears to be unused.
I'm thinking I'll just poke around where there might be something hidden, some treasure or something.
Okay.
Where the rubble's come down, there's like a sheltered area or whatever.
Okay. You're poking around. Daylight is starting to fade today, and after 10 to 20 minutes of poking around, you find nothing of any interest.
All right. Back down and through that western door.
Large barrels, sacks of flour, and dried meats fill this room. There are 3 skinned deer hanging from the roof. Another door on the south wall does not open because the module assumes you try it. Fresh scratches around the keyhole show that a key or something has been used recently.
The food stuffs, is that actually, I know it's goblin food or whatever, but is it edible for us?
Yes. Flour is only slightly moldy in places. The meat, you're not sure exactly what it is. Skinned deer appear to be fresh, but the dried meat, no idea what it is.
Looks like venison on the menu tonight.
Well, we let that one get away earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
The barrels appear to contain rainwater.
Okay. Oh well, there's our washing sauce for the druid, but too bad he's gone on a mission. Anyway, he could just dug straight into that, wash himself off, and the goblins would be happy. They'd have flavoured water.
Yeah.
Right. So the door, which is apparently locked because of the scratches around the keyhole and so forth. Let's try and pick it.
Try and pick it. Okay.
Massive 39% for me.
Oh. So, Kerjo and Half sort of start probing around the lock, and after about 10 minutes of prodding and twisting, eventually it clicks.
Yay! Should have checked for traps. Oh well. But I suppose it's too late to check for traps now, is it, or not?
You can check for traps. You haven't triggered any on the lock.
No. Okay. Well, I suppose we should. 40%.
Well, given that nothing exploded in your face when the lock clicked, and you find no sign of traps on the door itself, you make the assumption that it's not trapped.
All right, let's open her up.
Inside, there are several huge jars of coins. In the northwest corner lies a sack. A small closed coffer is pushed against the back wall. Scampering and scurrying sounds accompany loud squeals. 5 grey-brown creatures with shining eyes and long, slender tails appear.
Where rats? Because why not?
More.
Or maybe they're just ordinary rats. Shall we kill the rats? Or shall we let them run away?
Are they running away, John? Are they?
They're peering out from under the bags of under the sacks.
Okay.
So rats are worth
the
what?
floor.
1 XP each? XPs are XPs, right?
I agree. Yeah.
All right, let's go to town on the rats.
Okay.
I'll stand there ready with my quarterstaff in case one comes to attack me.
Okay. So, yeah, declare what you're going to do before we roll for initiative.
Smack it with hammers.
Oh, hold on. I've got to roll for surprise because the module says I have to.
Oh, okay. We're surprised.
Even though, before every encounter. I remember the silly surprise rules.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a 2. There's a 2.
What does that mean?
According to this adventure, a 2 means. Oh no, the dice, the surprise rolls are only for wandering monsters. Okay, no surprise. That's my initiative roll.
Oh, so these are at home monsters
right.
rather than wandering.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's dual initiative then.
Okay, Jules. Okay, they sense that you have hostile intent, and they attack you as you attack them. But as you've got to close in on them this round, anyone with any missiles can get a shot off.
Oh, I got 2 hammers. Screw it. Why not?
I'll throw my
Comes a
hammer.
hammer. Oh,
Okay.
what? Oh, I got 13.
13. And that's a 19.
Wow.
So that's yeah, okay. I see 7.
Poor damage.
Okay, so Deinonychus hits, Kerjo hits, and Half hits.
Oh, lovely.
So this sudden.
How far away were they?
Oh, they're about 20 feet from you.
All right. What the hell? I would have had my dagger in my left hand. So
It's a hammer 2 to 5. What's a hammer do?
2 to 5.
2 to 5. Yeah, I rolled the wrong die to redo it.
So 3 plus. I don't know if I get a strength bonus for
You
it.
don't. No.
What do I get? A massive 3 points.
So that's 4. Okay, Daniel, do you want to roll yours?
My dagger goes skittering down the hall, way past the damn rat.
Okay. As the 5 rats come scurrying towards you, 3 of them are cut down in your hail of missiles, with Kurjo, Half, and Deinonychus each killing a rat, leaving only 2 of them remaining. But those 2 engage in melee with...
What a piece of cheese.
Have you got a piece of cheese? Moving across, Kurjo and Half.
Of course.
Which means Menion can get another shot off if he wishes to, but he has a chance of shooting either Kurjo or Half.
We'll live. Take the shot.
Since I'm holding my long sword, can I draw another dagger and throw it or not?
Yeah, you can. You can throw 2 daggers per round. So
yeah, no.
Yeah.
let me just.
I'm going to spend more time picking up weapons than I will fighting.
Okay, so your dagger flies over the top of the rat that has engaged with Kurjo, missing completely. And now we have, as none have engaged with Werble. Werble doesn't get an attack. Everybody else has been. Anybody doing anything different next round?
I'll step forward and attack if there's one on someone.
Yeah.
Dagger and stabby.
Dagger and stabby. Yep. Menion's got his sword out now. Deinonychus.
Yep.
Are you rat twatting?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Kurjo?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's have a roll for initiative then, please. Oh, my dice are mighty.
Oh,
Everyone's going at the same time. Everyone's going at the same time. Right. Okay.
Shite.
So everyone's going to get their attack. Off you go.
Not this time.
No, Kurjo.
Okie dokie.
I doubt it.
Rat doesn't stand still long enough for him to hit it. There's a wallop from Half.
He does a massive 6 points.
And a wallop from Deinonychus.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh, there's a few doors.
3, 4, 5.
No, it's like 5 doors.
We have a visit from a small child by the sound of things.
Yes, my youngest 8-year-old getting paper out of my printer.
Okay, right. They will get a chance to bite these rats. So,
Did a 5 kill?
right. Well, it was simultaneous. So, as the rats were trying to bite at the feet of Kurjo and Half, they both failed to penetrate your boots. And in the meantime, it's the last thing these rats do, as Half and Deinonychus squish them.
Well, that was a fun encounter. All right, treasure.
It was, wasn't it? It was. Okay.
That's a whole, what, 5 XP split 5 ways, right?
Yeah. Inside this room, there are several huge jars of coins. And there's also a sack and a closed coffer.
Alrighty, I shall check for traps on the coffer.
Okay.
Carefully
rest-
open the sack.
Carefully open the sack. Okay.
With your
You do
staff.
not find any traps on the coffer. Kerjo, are you looking as well?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Why not? Kerjo probably feels quite smug in pointing out what Half missed, and
There.
and
It's a group effort.
points to a poison needle located under the catch of the coffer.
Poison? Poison? I can take it. I'm a dwarf. I can handle it. My saving throw versus poison at the moment is 6. Anyway, moving on. Well, since you found it, you get to disarm it, right?
You found it. It doesn't have to remove it.
I suppose. Can
Of
we?
course, yeah.
Can we bypass it?
He can tell that it will. Anyone attempting to flick the lid with with bare skin will catch their finger on it.
Oh well, there's 1,000 different ways to avoid doing exactly that and still open it, right? Let's use one of those 1,000 options. Just in other words, don't touch it with bare skin. We're fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Use a dagger to flick it, or a stick, or smash it with a rock. I don't know, something. Whatever works. But is it locked?
It's not locked. No.
Right.
Right. Werble was looking in the sack.
Yep.
He sees nothing in the sack.
No, it's a deflated sack.
It's a sack of holding because he's got nothing in it. It could hold something. Yeah.
In the coffer, you find a beautiful pearl necklace.
Ooh.
And the jars contain piles and piles of coins, mostly copper, but you do see the glint of some gold and silver in amongst it.
Mm.
Well, it's treasure. Let's bag it up. How much coinage have we got? At an estimate.
Okay. At an estimate.
Yeah.
Well, there are thousands of copper pieces.
Oh, we don't want the
Literally.
we don't want landfill.
Literally thousands. It'll take you a fair while to pick through the copper to pick out all the gold and silver.
Oh God.
Hmm.
So, can we take it back to our little campsite and do it there during the night?
I was going to say, there's nothing better to do, is there, while we're resting?
Exactly. Yeah. Let's take all the. This is the last area in the keep or whatever, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's take everything back to that tower and do some
Yeah.
sorting during the night. Leave the landfill in the corner and just take the silver and gold and everything better than that with us.
How do you propose transporting these
Huge
copper pots?
things, yeah.
Oh, how big are they? How heavy are they?
Trying to lift them, you would. Each one is going to be in the region of 200 to 300 pounds in weight.
I think just scoop it into whatever sacks we've got available and carry it back in relay.
Okay.
So it gets down enough that we can just lift the whole jar up and take that.
So you're scooping it all out into the into whatever
Oh,
sack.
I've got a couple of sacks. Yeah, I've got a couple of sacks on me.
Okay. So you're using your sacks.
Yeah, use my sacks.
Okay.
The one on the floor is probably all rotten and horrible. I don't want to spill.
It looks in decent condition.
Oh, well, we can fill that then and use that one.
Yeah,
as well.
In a goblin hall,
Why not?
in a rotting old castle.
It's brand new and perfect. They probably just bought it, I mean. Or stole it from someone.
I mean, I'm going to assume that if you fill your sacks first,
Yeah,
and then try and put the rest in the new sack you found.
Yeah.
He seems very keen on us using that sack. I'm suspicious. I'm very, very suspicious. You know what? Empty the flour sacks and use them.
Okay. Yep, you empty the flour sacks. Yeah, okay. So now you've got 5 full sacks of coins. Each can hold 300 coins. Is it? It's about 300, isn't it?
Yeah, about
Something like that. 400. So you've got 2,000 coins in five sacks. That is roughly 20% of the coinage here.
Oh, we'll go backwards and forwards a couple of times.
Yeah.
Just
5
pour
times,
coins
yeah.
out and have a couple of fellas already starting to sort while the others just do the real.
Where was your campsite?
Oh, in the tower.
In the tower. Oh, you've taken it all to the tower. Okay. So, yeah. After sort of this impromptu fitness session whereby you're hoiking large sacks backwards and forwards, constantly filling them up and whatever, it is dark by the time you finish. And you manage to accumulate a total of 200 gold and 500 silver.
All righty.
But you had to sift through 10,000 copper to get it all.
Okay.
Yeah, I had nothing better to do.
Yeah. Goody. That takes us a few minutes.
It does. It takes you till bedtime, really. It's not going to be a quick job.
No. We'll take one of the deer and use that for food too.
Okay. So you'll dine on venison while sorting coinage.
I can't think of anything better for a dwarf.
Yes, sounds good. The venison
Well,
is
the only thing,
freshly caught.
Yeah, I only think better would be if we did this in a cave.
With some stout ale, with some good stout.
All right, lovely. Then we'll get some sleep, set guards for the night, of course, and move on in the morning with our 700 shiny new coins split between us.
Okay. You're able to spend the night in relative peace. Just the noises from the forest around keep you on edge, but there's no sign of the goblins returning.
This is good. Might just throw some copper coins around just for fun as well. See what happens. When the goblins come back and they see the copper and obviously the treasure all was locked up, they're going to be rather upset, I would imagine.
You'd have thought so.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. As the next text box assumes you have travelled for a significant distance, I'm assuming it doesn't mention.
Sorry, before we go to sleep, does anyone need healing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I could use some.
Yep. Then let me.
I'll get one back. So I'll only be one down.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can roll better than all the ones I did last week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a 2. That's really fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
God's sake. Are you still damaged?
Just a little bit, but will we get?
Let me roll again.
Okay.
Oh, don't believe this. Well, that was the 3, wasn't it? That was the.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh my god. John, you've rigged these dice.
I'm rolling like a pile of paper tonight, so that's fine. You awaken refreshed in the morning with spells recovered and what have you. And as the next text box assumes that you travel the full distance, I'm going to assume it means no wandering monster checks. So I'm just
I was about to mention that there'd be no wandering monsters because there's no reason for them.
The trail from Castle Khan leads to the northeast for about 10 miles. All the while, the forest and foliage becomes more prevalent and the sounds of wildlife increase. The path leads to a glade. In the middle of this glade stands a huge oak tree, almost 1/2 mile in diameter.
Say what now?
Wow.
I'll just repeat that.
Yeah.
And a huge oak tree, almost 1/2. I mean, I don't know if that's the canopy of it or the trunk or what. It doesn't specify.
Is it the glade that's 1/2 mile in diameter? Or
It says the
Is
oak
there somebody called Jack here somewhere? Do they have some magic beans?
All right, upon seeing the tree, Minion gets out his magic potion so he can try to believe it.
What magic potion is that?
Alcohol.
Oh,
His uncle Jack Daniels says, "No, son, that's real."
The tree rises above all the other trees of the forest, which seem to grow a respectful distance from it. At the foot of the tree rests a small marble building about 20 foot by 20 foot. Inside sits a figure.
So a bit of proper stonework. Good.
Yes.
So of course we didn't see this tree from like 1,000 miles away, like we should have.
No.
We only saw it as we got right there. Okay.
Yes, you
Yep.
did. Yes.
Yep.
Despite it being,
it was well camouflaged.
It blends into the forest.
it's the
You can't see
CN
the tree
tower
for
of
the
trees.
tree. Yeah.
What the hell was this person on when they were writing this?
Oh my god.
Something pretty damn strong, I have to say. Oh god. I suppose we shove our most charismatic person forward.
And who might that be?
It's not me. It would have been either Druid or the Paladin. We got rid of both of them.
I have a 14.
Oh, this is
Probably
going to
you
end
then.
well.
All right. Do you want to go with the D&D character with that charisma or me?
Is this even a question?
There is a big difference. Mind you, I've been drinking since 9:30. So
I think we go with the 14.
okay, that works. All right. So what am I
So
doing
Menion,
with this tree?
Menion steps forward then.
Or is thrust forward, whichever.
Is there any like activity, sign of life, other than birds and stuff?
There is somebody sat in the marble building. The figure in the marble building is dressed in white.
All right. I will walk forward with my hands out, palms facing them, and say, "Hello, my name is Menion. Who are you?"
He smiles serenely and asks in a low, calm voice,
Uh-oh.
"And what may I do for you, my children of the wood? We may be able to help you, the golden bough willing, but you will have to see the high druid for help with weighty matters."
Oh no, not the druids.
Well, that's where we were supposed to be going, so I think we're there.
No.
Yeah.
What worries me.
Yeah.
This is where we need him on. All right. Can I speak with the high druid?
You wish to speak with the high druid on what purpose?
I'm going to turn around to the group. Why are we here?
Say what now?
Why are we here?
To save the village or whatever from the blight.
All right, we have to save a village. We're hoping the druid can help us.
I will go and see him and see if he will grant you an audience. He then disappears through a rear door in the marble building and leaves you standing there in the marble building.
They go into the marble building.
Shall we loot the marble building? Well, yeah. Well, let's go in and have a look at least.
Come on, guys. I guess we can go willy nilly, run rampant, and whatever else they call it.
Yeah.
Well, the marble building is just a simple 20 by 20 hut. It just has walls and a roof, and the door in the back wall, which wasn't mentioned earlier. There's no front door. It appears just to be a something placed in the module to just delay you for a moment. Have you go in and sort of wonder why the hell this marble building is here in the middle of a forest, and the man in white returns. The High Druid grants you an audience, he says, but you must first remove your weapons. Only golden sickles are permitted in His Highness's presence.
His Highness?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I shall divest myself of everything except my hidden dagger. Or attempt to hide it, at least.
I will put my horseman's mace aside and just walk with my staff that I walk with.
Yes, your walking stick, which you've never hit anything with ever.
Well, no, I haven't, have I?
Actually, I think you did connect once.
It may have been once.
Well, two of you have laid down your weapons. There are three of you
Probably
still
by
clutching yours.
Probably by accident.
Okay, I'll put down my weapons.
Yeah, I guess since I'm the spokesman right now, I'll set mine down.
Yeah. And then he looks at Kurjo and says, "And you, child of the forest, would you lay down your weapons to see the great druid?"
Is pure slingshot?
Yes. No weapons are allowed in his presence, except for golden sickles. You have no golden sickles, therefore you must lay down your weapons, should you wish to see him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't sound convinced, do you?
No.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Druids aren't evil, right? They're not good either.
Okay. The with weapons laid down, the white-robed figure gesticulates up towards the branches of the tree, and another druid lets down an old woven rope ladder from above. At the top of the ladder, about 140 foot above ground level, is a platform roughly 7 feet in diameter. From this platform, a suspension bridge of ropes and a wooden walkway about 2 feet wide goes to another platform. He then beckons you, "Climb." And he leads the way.
After you.
I will lead the way.
Okay, I suppose. Let's do this.
You are led up to an odd structure of a network of platforms and walkways in the boughs of this great oak tree. There are a number of robed individuals up here. It's easy to assume that they are druids. You are led past a number of these druids who they eye you a little cautiously. They don't prevent you from progressing, and you're led to a large main platform that is higher than the platforms that surround it. A sprig of mistletoe floats in a small bowl at the entrance to this platform. When the druid passes through, he dips the mistletoe in the water and sprinkles it to all 4 compass directions. The 60-foot by 40-foot platform, the main central one, is constructed like the hall of a manor house. At the northern end, an old man sits in a highly polished but unornamented chair. His great white beard flows down onto his snowy robe. He wears a necklace composed of golden oak leaves and acorns, with a golden sprig of mistletoe as its ornamentation. I hear you have journeyed quite a way, my friend. The High Druid points to the man who stood in the marble sanctuary. He informs me that you have come into the heart of the great old wood to seek wisdom and information. He's silent a moment, and then says, "How is it that I can help you?"
All right. Who's the wisest character in our group?
Oh, that's Deinonychus.
Respect.
Possibly, yeah.
Deinonychus
I
says,
only
"Oh,
have 8.
Actually, shit. It's me. I have a 16.
So do I.
Oh,
So,
good. I'm going to turn around to him and say, what do you think? I'm
what
asking.
of why we come here?
Yeah. What should I tell him, man?
Tell him the truth.
I'm gonna
I mean,
rudely
these
push
two
to the
don't like
front
me.
because these two are just too slow.
We're here
We're
today
here
with-
because there's this farming community over the other side of the mountains has got this blight on the crops, and apparently you lot can fix it.
Exactly.
And then I'll relay
You've
that.
been railroaded into fixing this. Or
I'll
doing
relay
something.
that to him.
I've already done it. It's the most possibly rude way you could think of with a charisma of 8.
Very well. I shall allow the dungeon master to read the next bit of the box text because it is a particular humdinger.
Cue the narrator.
Listen to this for boxed text. If the party relates its story without exaggeration, includes that they aided the nymph and especially the dryad, the High Druid acts pleased. Why is this in boxed text? He motions for them to be seated on the floor at his feet. If the party lies to him about the nymph or the dryad, he knows it and asks that person to leave until he has rethought the adventure and wishes to tell the truth. Why is that in box text? Please.
Because the
Is
editor was on the
the
same
box text
page
mean
as the writer.
you have a choice to tell us or not to tell us?
Oh no,
It's
there's no choice. It's boxed. It must be written.
It's a novice adventure. The whole point of box text in novice adventures is for the DM.
You read it out,
right?
yeah.
You read it out. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, well, now that we know that we're supposed to mention the dryad and the nymph, then we will mention the dryad and the nymph.
Okay.
Without exaggeration.
Basically, what we'll do is walk back in like Columbo and go, one more thing.
The High Druid listens to you attentively, his face becoming grim. He then states, "It is well that such heroes as yourselves have come. Lately we have been bothered by many things in the great old wood."
Heroes?
He
Where?
reaches behind. Wait a moment. There's more boxed texts. Don't interrupt. He reaches behind his chair, pulls out a large bottle, and gestures towards it. "This is a potion which will help your crops. It is a potion of growth mixed with a potion of cure disease. If it is properly diluted and applied to the farmlands, the damage should be reversed. Surely my old friend Delon will know how it is done. I give this gladly to you for the good of the Downs, if you will do me a small favour as a sign of your goodwill."
Yeah.
There's always a catch. Yep.
The High
What's the
Druid
catch?
points to the west. "It has come to my attention that there are those who are despoiling land within a day's journey of this sanctuary. I do not blame the animals, for it is their nature to hunt and kill. I do not object to that. I do object to the goblins and use them to the goblins who would gather the great wolves and use them to unleash their terror on others who live in the woods. That such would happen almost within sight of the golden boughs is unheard of." He sets the potion down before him. if you rid these sacred woods of the goblins who desecrate them, this potion is yours.
Right. So we need to go back. I'm assuming he's talking about the castle ruins, and go and fight a goblin army.
Didn't we already do that?
No, we just stole.
We
their
just
shit.
pissed them off, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to end well. I wonder if I can try pickpockets to just to nab that potion, and a mixed potion. The potion of miscibility tables, they always end well, right?
Yep.
There's a mushroom cloud. Might we try and pour it over the crops?
Yeah, it could be an interesting result, couldn't it? Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah. Somebody distract the druid, and I'll try and make the potion. Substitute it with one of the ranger's empty flasks.
There you go.
Okay, so what are you going to do to piss this druid off?
What further can we do to piss him? Okay.
Well, the fact I've got a hidden dagger on me as well is probably not a good thing. But oh no, screw it! I really shouldn't do that. He's probably 17th level or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, but see, my thing is, if he's almighty and powerful, why can't he wipe out some freaking goblins?
Pure and utter laziness.
Well, let's go get some XP.
Yeah,
Come
it
back.
does sound like a
We
plan.
can be
doesn't it?
murder hobos.
However,
Who's
you want us, what are we down to? What, 5 characters at the moment? You want 5 people to go against a goblin army by ourselves, right?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
What can you give us to assist in our task? Just
What
as
can
a
I give you
loner.
What can I give you to assist in this task? Let me consult. Let me consult.
Thoughts and prayers, right? Definitely thoughts and
Prayers.
prayers.
Yeah.
I can bless you.
Yeah.
I haven't got a cold, thank you very much.
Just the
I didn't
plague. Yep.
sneeze.
I can bless your weapons.
Duration on bless it's not very long, is it?
An hour. Yeah.
Yeah, we got what, 10 miles to travel? Yeah, that's gonna help.
Yeah, it's going to be really useful. No, if it's bless, it's 6 melee rounds. So.
Is there something a little bit more long lasting, perhaps? Like some scrolls or potions or a
Yeah, for
wand
the
of
potions,
fireball?
they'll probably give us mixed ones again.
Oh, speaking of wands, have you got any idea what this stick that we found in the tunnels is? Besides
Let
being
me
a
see
stick.
that. Let me see.
No, yeah, fine.
Wow.
It's a wand of magic missiles with 1 charge, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It is a magical stick.
Well, obviously.
Well, good.
What else can you say about it? Anything?
You must speak the word that is not engraved on it in order to use it.
I'm gonna punch
Yeah.
you in the head.
See, and they didn't let me join the druids, and I'm starting to think I came out better for that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean the lack of drugs is obviously
Yeah, they didn't
downside
like
for you,
magic
but-
that I could do magic already, and it wasn't the sort
Yeah.
they liked. I
Oh
don't know.
well.
I'm probably smarter and wiser than this guy is.
I mean, alternatively, you could just point it at your target and hope for the best and see what happens.
Point the stick at the druid. Say, okay, I'm gonna try this out.
It's
I
just a
don't
stick.
suggest that. It is a magical stick. I suggest I suggest you point it at whatever you want to use it on and let it do its thing.
Well, we have someone that can cast spells. Here, have a stick. Point it at the goblin side and go.
Okay, well, look, I'll try it. When we get there, I'll try it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. Any other interesting, useful bits that you can maybe help us with?
No,
Of course.
I cannot send you any help because all of my helpful brethren are tasked with keeping this sanctuary safe.
Yeah, or they're polishing the silver, or just yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Polishing.
I'm just going to show you a little bit of artwork here from the adventure. So let's see what we think of Eastleigh's artwork here. I'm just going to stop that screen and share another new screen. At this point, I forget how to share my screen. What? John, don't forget things.
And you worked in IT.
Yeah. I've completely drawn a blank. Oh, I know what's happened. Yeah, Discord has popped up and hidden my. There it is. My bar, my things along the bottom. I get a little Discord pop up which hides.
Discord has hidden your bottom. Okay.
Hidden my bottom. Yes. So share the screen. Here we go. That's him holding the potion going, yeah, you can't have it until you do the thing for me.
Oh, they get staves. They get weapons.
And they're not golden sickles, are they?
No, exactly. Yeah. Hypocrites.
So there we go.
Typical.
They're all Democrats.
There is the high druid with his...
the 20 goblins and their leader. Okay.
Oh, piss.
20 goblins is nothing.
Yeah, we can take him.
Because for me...
So can you tell us exactly how to get there?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be that ruined castle for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Castle Khan.
Well, we've been there. We know the layout, so that's a bonus. If only we'd laid some traps. That would have been nice. Should have laid traps. God damn it.
As the module says, you have to visit the High Druid for the goblins to return.
Of course. So they're gone for years if we don't bother going to the Druid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And meanwhile, their foodstuffs in there don't decay at all.
No, the module is linear. And
yeah.
Yes.
Fine.
Let's go find the goblins.
Do they have a store?
What sort of store?
Oh, I don't know. So we can at least spend some cash and buy. We've got plenty of gold and silver now. Even if it's just converting that into easier stuff to carry.
We have no need for treasure here.
Oh, of course they don't. Yeah.
Except for golden sickles.
Yeah.
Golden sickles. Yes, we like golden sickles.
And the nearest store is going to be that inn like 5 days back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. So we've got to go back to the goblins and then back to the tree again. Let's leave most of our excess weight here then, shall we? It's adding up to a bit.
Yes, you can do that. There's not.
All right, let's go. Let's do that. And was it 10 miles between tree and castle, was it?
Yes.
So we've already done 10 miles for the day. What's our daily travel? What can we do? 20 miles or something?
20 miles. You can be back there for nightfall.
Which is never a good thing with goblins. We want to be there just after dawn, I think. And we don't want to be camping in the woods because random encounters, right?
So we can stay here and have some berries, I guess, because I'm sure they don't eat deer.
On the other hand, we didn't have any random encounters getting here, so maybe we can camp in the woods.
Aha!
Because it's perfectly safe without random encounters.
Because the druids. Okay.
All right. So if we go to say a mile short of the castle, camp there overnight,
Yep.
and then hit them just after dawn, when hopefully the light and everything's no good for them.
Yep.
Sound like a plan, people?
Yep.
I think that's. I'm keen to be part of this plan. Yep.
Yeah. Whatever advantages we can get is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that is what you wish to do, then that is what you are able
No.
to do.
What we wish to do is grab that flask and leg it. But anyway.
He casts bless on your weapons anyway, because he doesn't seem to be aware of the
Time constraint.
Limitations.
I don't suppose you could put like a contingency spell or something on that so the bless
No.
kicks in when we enter combat. No.
No. It says here he blesses the members of the party and their swords. Page 43. Doesn't say
I
which
don't-
book.
So
don't
do we have to
see
go outside to get the swords and then come back in, or won't they let us do that?
Doesn't say.
I don't have a sword.
He blesses the member of the party and their swords.
Oh, we got swords now. Okay.
Apparently so. And it just says page 43. It doesn't say which book. I'm guessing it probably means Player's Handbook. It has done in the past, but
Yeah, all right.
Oh dear.
so as you're traveling through the forest, shadows have grown among the trees, passing clouds darken the sun, bringing temporary twilight to the forest. No animals call or scurry nearby.
Is this getting back close to the castle again?
Yes.
Well, let's just before dark, the end of the day, that's done about 9 miles back, hasn't it? Let's set up
Yep.
camp and
Yep.
shall we scout ahead just to make sure the goblins are back? If they're not back, we can maybe lay a few traps.
And I've got a magical stick, so we're okay.
Yeah. You know, poke them in the eye with it.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking 2 thieves and the ranger wander up, check the place out from a bit of a distance, maybe lay traps if there's an opportunity, and then head back to camp.
Do we have a thief type, correct?
Yeah, me
All
and
right.
one other.
Come
Joker's disappeared.
He has.
on.
Gone stealthy.
Because he realizes just how much of a stupid module this is.
He's back. He's back. I've just noticed. He's back. So how long are you waiting for there, Joker?
No long.
Well, it's because I wasn't full screen. So
If you want to scout, Minion will go
Yeah,
with thief. Since we're outside,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm
Yeah, the
pretty
2 thieves plus ranger go up, scout it from a little bit of a distance, just to make sure the goblins are back. If the opportunity arises, we can put a few traps around, say the main gate, doorways, that sort of stuff, and then head back to camp, rest up, and hit them just after dawn.
Yep. Sounds
Right.
like a cunning plan.
Let's make this happen.
okay. So your designated scouts creep forward down the path towards the castle that was deserted.
I might even strip my leather. Might even strip my leather armor off so I can move and be quieter. Get that slight bonus for no armor.
good thinking.
You get to within sight of the castle. The spire of the castle looms darkly against the sky, and the castle itself soon comes within sight. A guard stands by the front gate and drawbridge, a goblin with a sword and shield. On the north wall stands another guard, as well as on the south and east walls.
Okay. So trapping the front door is probably not a smart idea right now. Not under the nose of them. do the circuit around the entire castle, see if they're watching the back of the place as well.
Yeah, there's one guard on each wall, even though according to the map the walls aren't standing. The only wall that looks unguarded is the west wall, but it is the most solid.
That makes sense.
So there are 3 guards guarding the castle.
If there was only the one, I'd say let's hit him with your bow and run away, but that's
We
just going to
can
rout.
try it.
Yeah, but you got the other 2 guards that can see what's going on, and they're probably going
Are
to.
they close together or not?
No, they are quite well spread out. You would estimate probably 60 to 70 feet between them.
Goblins have got pretty good information, don't they? Like 120 or something, or is it only 60?
They can certainly see in the dark.
Yeah. You should know that as a dwarf, right?
Yes. Yeah, you would know. You would know they are particularly good at.
Yeah. So okay, they can probably see each other. All right.
Oh well.
Yeah, it was a nice idea, but
Yeah.
yeah, all right. Well, if there's 5 guards right now, that leaves 15, 16 total inside. Plus
There were
a dog.
3 guards at the moment. 3 guards at the moment.
I thought there was another couple on the other corners.
There's
Anyway.
one on the east wall, one on the south wall, and one guarding the gate and drawbridge at the front.
If that's it. Oh, okay, just the 3.
Yeah.
Well, let's sit for an hour or 2, see what if they change shifts at some point.
Well, if we're gonna do that, why don't we split up and each observe a different angle? Because they might do something on one side they don't do on another. So that's okay, and whatever time come back.
I'm also thinking maybe set a snare along the trail, so if they do spot us and chase us back, that they're going to run across the snare.
I can
Might
do
be
that.
just something relatively simple that's going to cause a few points of damage and give them a bit of a bad day.
Even just
Like-
a little trip rope.
Yeah, or a bit of a dead fall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, more to slow them down than necessarily than to kill them.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do that.
Okay. How far from the castle would you like to set this snare up?
Oh, outside their range of vision, so it's going to be probably 200 feet plus, I would say.
Okay. And what would you like it to consist of?
Whatever we can grab from the area that's going to work. Like I said, just like a deadfall that's going to blend into the terrain a bit.
Okay.
Or as Menion mentioned, like a tripwire using a vine or something.
There are plenty of roots and vines about.
Yeah.
Just something to slow them down.
Yeah.
So we can do elbows and assholes and get out of there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure goblins can't run very fast, but they can probably still run as fast as a dwarf.
Jeb, we are here for the sole purpose of reminding you.
But we are having fun.
Allegedly.
Strangely, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with your dwarf's natural dwarven ingenuity combined with the ranger's outdoor skills, you are able to fashion a crude vine trap, pulling a vine across the path at ankle level and attaching it to a tree that will shake and will dislodge a load of leaves and twigs that will just annoy them. that sort of thing.
Maybe we stick a couple of rocks or a log or something up in the branches too, so that falls on them.
Yeah,
Who
yeah, you
knows?
can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah, just get inventive. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Of course you can do it. Yes. Yes. Okay.
All right. So, do we see a shift change in an hour or two or not?
Yeah. They are changing the guard. And it's now you notice that there are more guards in the courtyard.
Okay. They're scattered fairly well then.
Yeah, there seems to be probably. I mean, you can't see what's going on in the courtyard quite as easily, but there seems to be 3 or 4 guarding various parts of the courtyard. You see them moving between various guards.
Is there a convenient tree for our elf to climb and look over the remains of the wall?
There will be a lot of convenient trees. You are in a forest, and most of the trees here are taller than this building.
Well, let's get our other thief. You're a half elf or something, aren't you?
I'm a half elf.
Yeah.
Thief.
Kurjo.
Yeah, Kurjo. Yeah.
He's a regular elf. So
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's going to be better off at climbing than I am. So hopefully,
okay.
Jump up a tree and look from there. See,
Right.
do a bit of a head count and everything.
Okay. Inside the walls of the inner ward, you can see that a guard is standing near the stairs to the tower. Another guard stands near the door of the main building. But they just say there is no guard on the building where the wargs appear to be quartered.
Okay,
But
well, that's good. Doors closed there, right?
yeah, quite how you know whether there's wargs in there or not at present, I don't know.
We know,
That's what the box
we
text.
know it's a
that's
kennel.
in the box text. Yeah.
It's a kennel. We know they've already got some wargs because
Yeah.
we found evidence of that. So that'll work.
But,
All right. Any reason we should stick around, or should we go back, get some rest, and hit them at dawn?
Hit them at dawn, I guess.
All right. Let's go strolling back to camp and relay our findings and get some rest.
I mean, that bit of box text again is bad because it assumes that you've explored the kennels and realised that they keep wargs there, which aren't wargs; they're dire wolves. So another piece of bad box text. Right. Okay. As night falls as you return to your camp.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll get up just after dawn, or just before dawn, rather. And I think we should approach from the east, so the sun's behind us. We can take the external sentries with missile weapons, I suppose, and then charge. Reasonable?
Okay.
Any spells we need to cast beforehand?
Yeah, before
Like
we
bless?
charge in, I'll bless everyone. Don't go charging in without me blessing you all.
But that only lasts 6 minutes, right?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Just before we go charging in.
Oh, okay. Just before we get into contact.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to
Straw,
stay together in your area of effect.
Takes a round to cast, so.
Yeah, right.
Straw, do you know you're muted?
Sorry. I'm good.
I realized I hadn't heard from you for a little while, and I saw that you got the mute thing on.
Yeah, I was just listening.
Okay, no worries.
Let's do the shit.
Just waiting for the
Who's who's got long range weapons? I mean, I've got hammers, axes, and daggers, so they're a bit pointless. You got Menion's got a bow.
Yeah, the longbow.
What's the range?
I have a light crossbow.
Veronicus has a crossbow, and Kurjo has a sling.
And I got my
All right,
magic
well-
missile. 6, 7, 8 inches, whatever that is in outside, isn't it? 80,
lot.
80
yards.
80 yards outside.
Yeah.
That's not terrible. All right, well, you lot are responsible for taking the external guards. Let's go for this.
Right.
We'll creep up and into a nice range and then start throwing stuff at them.
And as soon as we've done that, I'll immediately cast Bless, and then we can charge in. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Whatever. Yep.
So
I don't want to waste any of that duration just by moving that. That's all.
Well,
That's okay.
So you're gonna attempt to get into what sort of range before launching missiles?
Well, what's our shortest close range weapon for the
My bow is
bows?
My bow is 60 feet.
Crossbow's not terrible either, is it? And the sling's all right.
Light crossbow. I don't know what it is.
Let's have a look here.
It's probably like 30 inches or something.
I think it's better than that. Crossbow, light. Oh, 60. Sling is 50 with a bullet.
yeah.
So let's see if we can get to 50 yards.
You guys use your slings and arrows, and I'll use magic missile if there are any still standing.
And I'll just use harsh language.
Yeah, it works.
Okay, yeah.
I'll hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
Now, these are goblins, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm +3 against giant class, which includes goblins. Does that also include my missile attacks?
That's a good question.
Because I have it out, but they don't specify.
If we're playing AD&D, it does.
It says when fighting, they get +1 damage for each level. So I'm assuming it counts towards missile attacks also.
I see. When they hit in melee combat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does say in melee combat, hitting melee combat.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the fourth line down. All right, cool.
Yeah.
One quick thing on Bless. Halakar is right in the sense that it cannot be cast on anyone who is already in combat.
In melee combat.
It doesn't specify melee.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Yes, it does. It does. Correct, Andy. Correct.
Actually, if you read on page 143,
Actually.
yeah.
Yes, it does. I went there. Yes. So Halakar, you've been corrected here. The stats on Bless in first edition AD&D: duration 6 melee rounds, casting time 1 round, and it blessing, however, will affect only those not already engaged in melee combat. So there we go. Har, 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 har.
All right, let's have some attacks from missile chuckers, or do we need to
Right.
use some sort of stealth?
Okay, so just let me make a quick.
Trying to use cover, of course. Oh, come on, really? How dare you roll a 6 for some unknown reason?
Okay, so you're approaching from the east, where there is one goblin guarding the outer wall. From the east, you're not able to see the other guards. It's just the one goblin that you can see in this direction.
It's gonna end up with crossbow bolts and arrows and things just pin cushioning you.
That was me a roll to see whether you surprise him.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, that's probably not, is it?
He's quite alert.
No.
So as you're getting into
But we do have the sun behind us, and he's looking into it, and he's got goblin eyes. So
as you're getting in position with your missiles, you hear this. Intruders! And we'll have a roll for initiative, please.
all right, here we go.
Was that the goblin?
That was a goblin.
All right, here we go. Oh, for God's sake, really?
It's,
Have we
it's-
not? How do we?
John's
keep
fixing the
doing
dice
this?
every time. I mean, you know.
And it must every single initiative roll this game, this session has been dual.
Just wait till I do more healing rolls.
Go on,
Well,
roll the
let's
damage.
go.
Roll damage for Deinonychus.
Is it what is the crossbow bolt?
D4,
The
I
light
think.
crossbow.
A light crossbow is only a D4, I think.
Yeah, it's good penetrating, but crap damage.
Yeah.
Light crossbow.
2 damage.
Well, you poked him with a stick at long range.
That sling bullet
15.
hits. D4 plus 1.
D4 or is it D6?
D4. Add 1 to it.
First D6.
It's D4. Against small creatures, it's D4 plus 1. Against large creatures.
Oh,
it's D6.
okay. Fair enough. No, that's
a
no,
D4.
Sorry,
That's not a D. That's not a D4. That's D6.
3.
Okay. So, before Menion even has to make his roll, the simultaneous initiative, the goblin jumps up, starts screaming, tries to jump over the hole in the fence in the wall that he climbed over to get here, and in the process is struck by a crossbow bolt and a sling bullet, and you hear this and as he tumbles over the wall into the courtyard, dead.
Okay. In which case, I might as well cast Bless now.
Oh, we just leg it and come back later once things settle down.
Decide quickly.
Screw it. Let's charge, right?
These goblins seem pretty weenie. I would.
I mean,
say
there's
that.
what two dwarves and a ranger all hate goblins. We need to charge.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
so I'm going to cast Bless. It's going to take a round.
Yep.
Okay.
What's the range on Bless?
Hang on.
Cast
Sorry.
it while we run.
20
Well, that's,
feet.
I'm just range 6 inches, so 60 feet,
Yeah.
60 yards.
So we could be running forward. You cast it and catch
I can
up
be
with the
casting, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So who is running forward?
everyone but him.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then I'll follow up ready with magic missile and things,
Okay.
and lots of really good healing spells because I'm brilliant at them.
Longsword and dagger.
Oh my god!
Okie dokie. Brilliant. Right. Okay. So you rush forward, and get to the point in the wall where the goblin attempted to climb. You see a goblin rushing around towards you from the front of the castle, another rushing around towards you from the back of the castle, and in the castle courtyard, you see two goblins running across the courtyard towards the hole in the wall.
All right, I'm going to go left. With our other thief goes right, and so we get those two outside sentries as they come around the corners. We'll hide in shadows and backstab them as they come through. Sound good? The rest of you go through the hole, or just stand at the hole.
I'm just going to do a little sketch for my own person, my own purposes.
Okay,
So-
Cedric's.
You're adding to the module, John? Oh my god!
No, I'm just copying a little bit of the module.
Okay, I was worried for a minute there. I mean, you know.
Okay, so who? Well, I'm going to say. I mean, half the thieves are in plain view of the goblins that have come around the edges of the walls.
Oh, they've already come around. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
That they can move that far and around as you ran
Yeah,
forward.
right.
So,
Oh, well, forget that plan then. But I think we still there's only that one gap in that wall, right, that they can get
Yeah.
through without having to go all the way around. Well, I think that's where we do our stand, maybe, or just go a little bit to the side. I'm open to ideas, people.
I am actually going to show you the
Okay.
map here.
Yeah.
Just to
So
give,
otherwise,
give you-
get them coming through the hole so they can't get too many of them through. But
Well, we're intimately familiar with the layout anyway from our previous visits. So.
Yes, so I'm going to show you because you have explored this. So let me just get this shared. I find it very infuriating when Discord decides to do its little pop-ups. Don't type anything in Discord. It pops up on the bottom of the screen. Share screen.
I can point my magical stick at them. Yeah.
Yes, you could. Of course, it's probably a fireball or a meteor storm or something like that and catch everybody in it. That'd be fun.
Could do the old streamer butterflies in Wonder Wonder.
Yeah.
Because that's always useful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite nice.
It's not the worst map in the world. You can see the annoying north, south, east, west thing here.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's screwed up like big time.
Why? North is always up.
And the point where you are is you've approached is here. Okay.
No,
Where's
sorry,
he?
where? I can't
Where?
see you pointing at anything.
You can't see my pointer. Oh no!
No.
You need
Oh,
my
hang on. I
pointer.
saw something. Yeah, there, now I can.
There we
Yeah,
are.
moving.
There we are. It's
There we
moving.
are. Okay. Yep. On
Really?
the east side. Yep.
That's where the goblin was, and that he tried to.
Oh,
jump
I can just see it. Sorry, just about see it. Yeah,
He tried to jump over this collapsed bit of wall here.
gotcha.
There's one goblin that's come around this wall, one goblin's come around this wall, and the two in the courtyard will have got
Okay.
to around the middle.
Okay.
So the only real way for them to get to us is out through the front gate or through this hole in the wall, or maybe the collapsed bit at the front wall. Looks like the
Yes,
back wall's fairly substantial.
Lots of collapse walls, aren't there? Yeah.
So we're going to expect things to come from the front door area, I'd imagine. Okay.
Yeah.
I shall try and deal with the one coming from the back wall. I'll meet them and smack them with a. I'll throw an axe at them as they come close, and then try and stab them.
Are there any? Okay, so are the thieves still going to spread out to the left and right?
Nah, it's not much point because we don't
Right.
have any cover for us.
So where are the goblins coming from? They're coming from the two towers.
There's two in the center, and there's one coming around each of the side walls. There's those two ruined towers.
I'm going to go after the two in the center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hold that gap in the wall, I think, for now. Try and funnel them through there.
So half are you going for the one on the left or the right?
Yeah, I'll go for the one on the left. Yeah, to the south.
I figure
I'll
the
say-
thieves should be able to handle a single goblin, so they can
I
still
should hope.
go
Yeah,
left and right.
yeah.
Okay. So Joker, is Joker going to deal with the goblin coming around the right hand side?
Yeah.
Okay. Deinonychus.
I'm going after the guys who are running.
The ones coming across the
Right.
middle.
Oh, are they coming to us, or are they running?
Yeah,
from
they're
us?
coming towards you. Yes, they're coming towards you.
Okay, yeah, I'll go at them.
Yeah, just don't go through the wall.
Okay. Okay, right. So, with that plan worked out, Werble, are you closing the distance or are you doing anything else?
I'm starting to move forward. I'm looking for anyone who needs help, and I've got my magic missiles ready now to bless his cast.
And your stick.
And I've got the stick, which I'm going to point and go magic stick. Yes. See what the hell it does.
Oh, this is going to end well.
I
Where are,
know.
where are you pointing the stick?
I'm not yet. I'm waiting to see if there's if there's a group of them that appear from like the front gate.
And
Then I'll probably
away
do it.
from us, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if it's an area effect, we do not want to be in that. And then it turns out to be a wand of haste.
Yes.
Okay, so with the plan sorted out, I'm going to stop this particular sharing because StreamYard can only share one thing at once, and I have to remove it,
Okay.
Helpful.
stop the screen, and then represent, share screen. It's a bit clumsy. And we'll go with Albert Rodeo again. Let's roll for initiative for this round, please.
Dum, dum, dum.
All righty, here we go. Here we go. Let's get a 6 again. Oh, so close, so close.
Okay.
Well, at least we get missile weapons off first, right?
Yes, you will. You'll be able to get your missile fire off as they approach, but otherwise, they will be able to act first.
Okay, here comes an axe.
Deinonychus. Is that a crossbow bolt?
Oh, bugger.
Yeah. Is it 10 hit?
Do you have any bonuses to hit with your
Nope.
crossbow? No, you just missed. Menion's
Yeah, I
got
see.
got sword and dagger, so he can't attack at the moment. Kerjo, sling.
Yeah.
You can chuck that, Dag.
Slinging.
Oh,
18.
you've hit. You've hit. Hello, Bob. Roll your damage. D4 plus 1.
D4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, right. So, yes, your sling bullet strikes the goblin as it's hurtling towards you, and he lets out a little yelp, but he keeps coming.
Oh,
Did you
probably
say,
only he
and
uses
did you
those.
say that you were firing a magic missile?
No, I'm getting ready to in case anyone looks in trouble.
Okay.
But I'm getting the
So-
stick out. Getting ready.
So the goblin to the left closes the distance on half. The goblin to the
Yeah.
right closes the distance on Kerjo. The two in the middle close the distance on Menion and Deinonychus.
Oh, they're gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, aren't they like they're less than a hit die?
Well, I do a minimum of 4 points of damage.
Yeah, and we get 3 attacks per round. So
Well, that
Maybe
means
one
I get 4 because I have an extra weapon.
Yeah. You can't sweep with your offhand, can you? I don't think.
I would get, well, if we're going by the rule I think he's stating, I get 3 attacks around because they're half hit die. But I still get my extra attack with a weapon. So that means I get 4 attacks at a minimum of 4 damage.
Okay. You do see another goblin emerge that was stood near the front gate. He's halfway. He's approaching you from the courtyard. So there's now 3 in the courtyard approaching you. Nobody can attack this round because we've had engagement take place. Let's go to the next round.
Okie dokie. Really?
Here's where I am abiding by AD&D rules. And it's simultaneous. Simultaneous. We've had a few simultaneous ones. So,
Do we
Remember,
get
you are
a
getting a
bonus?
+1 to hit rolls now.
Yep.
yes. So, who just rolled that 10?
Me.
So that becomes an 11. You're forced to use your short sword now. And that is going to be a miss. Unleash the remainders of your attacks, please.
Oh, I get a 17 with all the mods I get.
Woohoo!
That's going to hit.
Yep.
What's doing D4 plus only 2, isn't it? Oh, I get 3 whole points. Yay.
Yes. So you will bop that goblin with your warhammer.
Oh,
Dagger.
dagger. Yep.
Dagger you've got, yes. So you'll stab him with your dagger. It doesn't kill him, obviously. But
Oh.
yeah, again, he lets out a squawk as you wound him. Your dagger seems to guide towards this small creature.
Gee, I wonder why.
Deinonychus also hit. So I'd like to do some roll for some damage from Deinonychus.
7,
Ha!
8, 9.
Deinonychus will carve the goblin in front of him into 2 pieces.
Woo!
I'll leave the other one for Minion. Unless there's something else you want to do, Minion.
Manion,
I'll do 3 right now. 1, 2.
just do the one. Remember, they are going to get an attack because it was
Right.
simultaneous.
Sword is
Oh yeah.
18.
That'll
Do
work.
I need to- do I need to roll damage?
It's +5 your damage or something against these, is it not?
It's a lot.
+5. It would be 5, 6 minimum.
Just roll anyway.
Yeah.
You know what the result is going to be. But,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
so Menion and Deinonychus absolutely splatter the 2 goblins that have come over the wall to engage them in melee, but not before the goblins had a chance to stab them with their swords because it's simultaneous.
To die heroically. Yeah.
Longer range weapons and all that crap come into play?
I use OSE
Yeah, right.
for that, so no.
Damn it.
So one of them attempts to stab half, misses.
Fails miserably.
Kurjo, that's a miss. Menion
Well, am I back
That's
in?
a miss.
No? Okay.
and Deinonychus. The goblins miss. 2 of them are utterly deceased, splattered by the much more potent skills of the fighters in front of them. Right. And thus we end that round. There are just 3 goblins standing at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
If a crowd of them comes around the corner or something, I'll use the magical stick.
The magical stick.
If
I'd wait for a crowd, yeah.
and if someone's got multiple goblins on them, I'll attack one that hasn't been wounded with a magic missile. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Still got blessed,
So-
by the way.
Yeah, we got a 5 for initiative.
Excellent. And they got a 2.
Woohoo!
Right,
Yes,
so
indeed.
you have a goblin on half and a goblin on Menion, and one approaching. Goblin on Kurjo and a goblin on half. So we'll have those melee attacks first, please.
All right, I missed.
Kurjo,
Nope.
no. Menion and Deinonychus.
Am I in range of one of the other goblins?
There's one other goblin in view in the courtyard.
That's
am I in range of one of the goblins attacking the thieves?
Yeah, you can get the one that's on Kurjo.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
I'm sorry.
Menion, you have hit the one that's on half.
All right.
Deinonychus, that will be a hit with a melee weapon.
Yeah, they already took 3 points. They're
No.
toast.
Yeah, those goblin guards have been absolutely brutalized.
So that's 9.
Yeah.
Okay. On their turn, the goblin approaching across the courtyard veers off a little and ducks behind the wall. Looks a bit shocked by the fact that its brethren have been splattered quite so easily. Behind him, you see a slightly larger goblin emerge from the central keep. Thank you, John. Thank you very much indeed. And a merry early Christmas to you too.
Yes.
I hope you've all, those of you in the Americas, have enjoyed your Thanksgiving feast. A chance to get fat and drunk and eat lots of turkey and pumpkin pie and see your families.
I did one of them.
You did one of those. Yes.
We got pulled over on the way home last. We got pulled over on the way home last night. And the officer asked, "Who's been drinking?" I pointed back to the kids. They said, "They had vodka. Wife's sober. I've been drinking." I was joking about the kids having vodka. He thought that was kind of funny.
Was your wife driving by any chance?
Yeah, it was because for the last year and a half, I've been telling her we need a new license plate because it's peeling off and you can't read like one of the letters. And that's why he pulled us over. He goes, you need a new license plate.
Okay.
Then he asked if he goes, do I need to get a dog to search for alcohol, drugs, or guns? And I was like, not, I said, not drugs. Because he knew obviously I was drinking, and I'm not going to admit that I have a firearm with me. And I said, not drugs. He goes, okay, that's fine. He was pretty cool about it.
Yeah. He knows it's Thanksgiving, and he knows. And you were open and said you'd had a drink, and if your wife was clearly sober and was behind the wheel, then
there's no issues there.
Yeah.
No issues. No. Good for some common sense. Right. It can be in short supply, can't it? It can be in short supply. So one of the goblins has dodged behind the wall. Another goblin has emerged from the central structure. This goblin looks to be a little bit larger. And is shouting instructions. Some of you can understand Goblin, and you can understand that he is shouting inside the building to grab your weapons, and he's called over to the goblin by the wall to take cover.
All right.
As soon as there's a few of them there, I'm going to use the magical stick if I've got line of sight.
I'll blow them up.
You'll do something anyway.
I'm going to yell out in Goblin, go to the west.
Make me an intelligence roll to see how good you are at mimicking a goblin accent.
What dice do you want?
3d6, please.
Okie dokie. I have an 11 and I rolled a 10.
Okay, so you've mimicked a goblin accent fairly well there, and I'm going to do some proper DMing now, rather than
holy crap!
Dun,
Dun, dun.
You're going to ruin it.
The larger goblin says, "Who said that?" Another goblin inside goes, "Not me. Thought it was you." "Well, I didn't tell you to go west. I don't know which way west is." "No, that's right."
Where the sun isn't.
That bloody compass is confusing, isn't it?
Who was that?
You were just the narrator.
It was him.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just going to lay down a lot of confusion in Goblin.
What? I'm the one who gives the order. Shut up. Shut up.
No, I am.
Who are you?
I'm the leader.
No, I'm the leader.
No, you're not.
Are you trying to take my job?
You don't have a job.
Yes, I do. I'm the leader of the goblins. The module says so.
Do as you're told and go away from the sun.
No, we're going. I don't know which
Anyway,
goblin tribe you're
this is all
from. We're
going
going to stick you anyway.
Anyway, while that's all going on, I'll keep up the patter.
Yeah.
Just keep on throwing your orders and whatever in.
Okay. There are currently no goblins in melee range. So bear that in mind when declaring what you're going to do this round, please.
Yeah, I'll recover my thrown axe at this point.
Okay.
I suppose.
Well, I just
how much
watched
chaos
him
is going on because of that?
Well, there's goblin bickering. It's like, I'm not giving orders. Yes, you are. I heard you. No, you didn't. It was him. No, it wasn't. Stop it.
Stuff chucking some arrows and bolts or whatever at him, will you?
I mean, those of you who don't speak goblin just hear this cacophony of shrill, coarse voices going. So, anyway, let's all finish it for this round, please. After some proper D&D rather than the nonsense in this module. That's what D&D is about. It's about causing mayhem amongst goblins and putting on silly voices. Despite the nonsense, they win initiative.
And they run in the other direction.
And 7 goblins emerge from the central.
Excellent. It's magical stick time.
Yeah.
I think
the big goblin is pointing and gesticulating, and you hear him shouting, "Oh, listen to me. I give the orders. They're over there. They're over there."
No, they're not. They're the other way.
That voice said they're over there. You told me they're over here. No, I didn't. Use your magical stick.
I point the magical stick at them and say, "Magical stick, do your thing." Because we haven't got a command word for it.
As you point your magical stick, it gears up into life.
Oh, God.
You hear this, and a huge ball of flame flies out the end of it towards the center of the courtyard,
So
erupting.
Is that a fireball?
It is. At which point, the magical stick crumbles.
One charge.
How many dice can I roll?
I hate to say that this
Sorry,
sounds
say again, John.
Yeah.
Roll me
John,
66, please.
66, okay.
66, yes.
That's more than the hit points, surely.
It should be.
How does that 19 grab you?
I could do a save for all 7 goblins that are in the.
There's not really much point, is there?
But there really isn't any point. So while they're busy bickering in the middle, and this poor goblin leader that's being tormented by this strange voice from the other side of the wall, trying to give orders, suddenly they are incinerated by this molten ball of fire, and all you hear is this and charred goblin corpses. You know, in the cartoons when something
Yeah,
gets
I was
burst,
just thinking
and
that. Yeah.
charred goblin corpses just tumble to the ground, and yeah.
That was
I
good.
can't do that.
And those of you who speak goblin hear a little voice from the other side of the wall go, "What the fuck was that?"
I told you it
That was
wasn't
the
magical
magical stick.
I don't want to listen to him anymore. I'd much rather listen to you and live.
So do as you're told and go away from the sun.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I don't like that big ball of fiery light either. So,
Do it now.
Bye.
Now plug him in the back with some arrows, somebody.
So, at which point you see panicked goblins flying out every broken bit of wall in the central keep in all directions. Probably a dozen goblins just going, run away, run away, run away. Ah!
I think they failed their morale check.
Yes, I think they did.
So what was the druid's instructions? Was it to kill them all or just deal with the problem? I can't remember.
You deal with the problem, but to me, if
Amounts to killing them all.
that kills them all. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I like killing them all, but if we've driven them off and they're never coming back, well, that's dealt with the problem too.
From the kennel on the left, you hear, "Ow!"
The kennel with the closed doors, right? That no one's opened.
The kennel to the E. That was kennel E on my map, I believe.
Yeah. With closed doors, right?
Yeah, the kennel. Oh, that was the kennel with the prisoners. The kennel. The opposite side of the courtyard. Here is.
So the
goblins
direction
are
by
The goblins are screaming.
Yeah, them. Go on.
The goblins are screaming, "Run, doggies! Run! Run, doggies! Run! Run! Run!" And this coming from the kennel area.
Ah, dear. Well, come on, those with long range weapons, please go start plugging them, will you? Arrows and bolts and stones into
How
their
far
backs.
away are they?
Right, you don't see. I mean, you're not even in the courtyard yet. The kennel is actually out of sight of where you are.
Oh, we're talking goblins mostly.
But the goblins are just fleeing into the woods. They're scattering and fleeing.
Yeah, take them down.
Screaming. So, okay, declare what you want to do.
Well, I'm readying magic missile again if anyone's set upon by multiple foes, and if there's something that doesn't go down.
Okay.
Has one of them run down the trail that we set the trap on?
I'm going to say yes because it'd be funny.
Funny.
It'd be funny. Yeah, it'd be funny. Yeah.
Oh,
I guess I'll get my bow out.
Okay, you're going for your bow. You're readying a magic missile. Excuse me.
That's you.
Consider me blessed.
Missile time.
Missile time from Kurjo. Deinonychus?
Yeah. Shoot a missile, but I think I missed.
Okay, so yeah, make your making missile attacks on running goblins. So make your missile attacks if necessary.
All right. I get 2 with the bow. Cool.
Actually, I'm going to change things up with what I'm saying and give contradictory orders to make them come back again. Just have them running in all different directions.
Okay. Anyone else make any bow attacks? We've got many
I'm
firing.
waiting on that slow ass computer.
I can see what you've rolled.
All right.
Yeah.
12.
+2. I'm +2.
You remember,
by
you're
the
still
way,
getting the
so-
blessed +1.
Yeah. Well, you've got a 15 there, and you've got an 8. The
Okay.
15 will hit.
All right. I don't know. I've shut down
Actually,
everything.
yeah, with your plus one with the bless, your plus one, you've got plus 2 due to dexterity. Yeah, your 8 will hit as well.
Cool. You want to roll my damages while I'm waiting?
Okay. Yeah, it's not a
Sorry
problem.
about that.
A couple of D6s later.
Okay. Pew pew! You fire 2 arrows at one of the fleeing goblins. It takes both of them in the back and collapses dead at the foot of the tree that it was about to try and hide behind.
Would we hear the results of that trap, like a goblin screaming or something?
Wait and see.
Right.
Wait and see.
Because I have a plan.
Did I miss?
What did you roll?
12.
A 12. What's your dexterity? 15, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fleeing
Even with the
foe,
plus
though, so
one.
you're gonna get a bonus to hit from it's a fleeing foe. Yeah, you'll hit. You'll hit.
Did I?
Yeah, you've hit.
Okay, D4.
D4 plus 1, yes.
2 plus 1, 3.
So the nearest goblin to you, as he's diving for the trees, takes a sling bullet to the back of the head, and you hear this. Ow! Ow! You can understand goblin, I believe. Oh, actually,
Yes.
I'm not sure. And you hear this. That was unnecessary.
I'll be the judge of that. You know him?
It doesn't kill him, though. It doesn't kill him. But, he seems a bit put out.
I'll be the judge of that, you little imp.
Okay. So what orders are you shouting then, Legbreaker? For half.
They're in the trees. Don't go into the forest.
What? More of them?
Yes, go into the forest. They're going to kill us.
There's more of them.
Don't do
More
it.
of them. No.
I'm just
More
throwing
of them in the
contradictions.
And down the path, you hear this. Fuck!
Yes, I told you. They're in the forest.
It's got me. I'm dying. It's hitting me with sticks.
The trees are alive.
Oh, they're coming for us with trees. Into the tower. Get in the tower. Dogs tower.
I'll shout out in Goblin, and you can get me to do a disguise check if you want for it.
Yeah.
Sort of. Watch out for the stick monsters.
Go on then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's way under my intelligence.
And he hits the goblin shout back. Yes, they've got stick monsters. The stick monsters got me. And then you hear this other goblin go. We surrender. Stop. Call your stick monsters off, please. Please call your stick monsters off. Well, I'm going to call the stick monsters off. They haven't called it off yet.
It wasn't
The
me.
stick monsters still getting me. The stick monsters
called
still
them up.
there.
You did it, not me.
No, we surrender. Please.
And I'll call out with a big voice towards the trees in Goblin still. Stick monsters, stop eating the goblins.
Thank you.
Save them for later.
They're so gullible.
No, don't call them off. Come on, please call them off. Please call them off. We'll go. We'll take the doggies and go.
Go then.
No, the dogs. Leave the dogs. Don't go back to the dogs.
No, our dogs. Our pets.
They'll kill us if we go back to the dogs.
No. We want our dogs. We want our pets.
We can't. We don't. They're going to die if we go back to the dogs.
Did you feed the dogs? Did you feed the dogs? No.
Where are they
No, I
going
forgot
back
to feed them.
Well, I'm not going back to feed them now.
What was that? What was that, Dan?
Where are they going back to?
We don't know. But we
Then
don't
how
want to
do
go
you-
back to.
How do
The
you
module
know
doesn't
it's dog?
But the boss forgot to feed the dogs, so if we go back to the dogs, we'll be dog food. So we can't go back to them.
That's their problem now. Run
Where's the
away.
boss?
Yeah.
Who's the boss?
Hey, where's the
I'm
boss?
the boss.
He's crispy now.
And no, he's not. I'm here.
No, are you crispy?
I'm not crispy.
I'm saying the boss is crispy.
I'm the boss.
No, the boss before he got cooked, barbecued.
Oh, the old boss.
Are we allowed to go?
Go. Run
Can we
away.
go? Please. No more stick monsters.
Yeah.
It's up to you, lot. I'm laughing at that.
No more exploding suns. I don't like the sun.
We did
Run away now, or the stick monsters will come for you.
Yes, we'll run away. Can we take our dogs with us?
No, there's no time for the dogs. Run away.
Will you feed the dogs, please?
Okay.
We will feed
Yes.
on the dogs.
You see a pack of the remaining 8 goblins sort of gather. Who was talking? Who's the leader now? I heard you. No, it's you. I'm sure I heard you. Who's the leader?
The short one.
Short one. We're all quite short. And then he'll go, I'm the shortest one. Okay, you're the leader. Hi.
I've just dropped him in it now. He's going to get assassinated very shortly.
Oh God.
Oh. Oh, God, that has been funny. Once we should
Run.
trail them a little bit and chase them on their way. Yeah,
Run
we need
faster!
to-
Can't you hear the rustling of the stick monsters?
Oh dear. Okay, we got doggies in a kennel now. We need to deal with somehow. We don't want to kill them because the druids don't want that.
The druid's not here.
Yeah, but they'll find out because they're druids and they know everything
How
because
they
it's a
gonna find
railroad
out?
module.
We don't have
It's
any.
a
ways.
railroad module. Simple.
Our dirty druid might make friends with them. I mean,
Unfortunately, our druid is currently on a mission.
I know. To
Yeah.
corrupt 2 little girls or something like that.
Oh, maybe that. Well, at least they're with the paladin, so that's probably not going to happen.
If you remember, the High Druid said that they bore no ill will towards the animals, just
Yeah.
the goblins.
So we need to release the animals somehow without getting killed by them.
You know what? This
So
is
you want to
what-
let loose the dogs of war? Is that the?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I was waiting for John to say something like that, actually. But
No, what we did wrong is we did
Cry
not.
havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
yeah, they never got the chance. Oh well, life sucks.
And the stick monsters.
Let slip the stick monsters as well.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, let's trail the goblins a little way. Make sure they're on their way. Maybe even throw some more stuff at them to speed them, and then clear the battlefield. Grab any treasure and such.
Let,
Uh,
yep.
and make friends
Although
with
he
goblins.
did it all with the magic stick.
There's a total of
Yeesh. Go on.
There's a total of 13 goblin corpses scattered around the ruins of Castle Khan. And according to the adventure, each goblin has 1d20 gold pieces.
Bloody hell!
Because
Rich ass goblins.
the author of this module is obsessed with d20s.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say that those goblins aren't rich anymore. We are.
I do like the fact that Albert Rodeo will total this up automatically for me. 176 gold pieces.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
Into Discord, that's gone.
Yes.
I am assuming all their other equipment was a bit garbage.
It was goblin stuff, yes.
Yeah.
It was goblin stuff. Goblin
You know
shields, goblin piecemeal armor, goblin short swords.
Since we don't have a druid with us, I think it falls to the ranger to deal with the dogs. He should
I
feed
do
them and
that.
make friends with them and maybe let them go once we're well out of the area and they can't kill us. Only the ranger.
Yeah, I'll deal with it. That works. Although, do we have any melee type other than me?
Deinonychus.
All right. If he wants to hang around with me, I'd appreciate it. In case shit
Okay.
goes south.
What you could do is climb up on a roof and do whatever you need to do from there. Open the door with a long stick or something.
Or use the potion of flying we've got.
I hate to waste a potion on him.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I think just climb up on top and open the door with a stick or something or a rope attached to it, whatever will be fine. But
Yeah.
feed them first so they know you're friends.
I guess what I'll do,
It's
since,
goblin
since, since it's a well insulated place with holes in the roof.
Yep.
I do pay attention.
Yeah.
I'll widen open a hole so they can see me, drop down a couple rations, and like do hi doggy doggy.
There'd
type
still be
crap.
some of that deer there, wouldn't there?
Well, there's goblin meat.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah, th-
Toss them in a goblin.
yeah, there's deer and dried meat.
This
in
is
the
a
barrel.
meat back on the menu, boys. The thing, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, you've got goblin corpses, you've got a deer carcass, you've got lots of 3 deer carcasses, you've got
And
dried
then-
meat in the tower. Yeah.
And then put a stack, like, I don't know, 30 yards away in front of the door. So give enough that they know I'm helping. Then open up the door from the roof. And when they go out, I'll hop down off the opposite side and try to get out.
Well, so see how violent they are. I mean, they may not be. Feed
They're
them.
wargs or whatever. I
Yeah,
don't-
dire wolves. So they're generally not particularly sociable animals, but who
Exactly.
knows?
Okay. So I'm going to assume that Deinonychus is helping you here because you've requested his presence. The two of you are able to boost each other and drag each other up to the top of the den. And yeah, through the holes of the roof, you can see 5 dire wolves howling in this pen.
It could also be free XP if you shoot arrows down at them, but whatever.
How much could we get for the pelts?
Sell the pelts
no,
to the
A
druid.
ranger- Well, would a ranger kill a dire wolf? Because
No.
Well, dire wolves are basically just big wolves, aren't they? They're not evil.
I don't think he would.
Deinonychus feels bad for the wolves and says, "Let's let them go."
Yeah, I think I would let him go. And plus,
And they'll go and ravage that invisible farm down by the river.
yeah.
If the
Are
sea
you-
monsters don't get them first.
Are you going to feed them?
Yeah, we'll feed them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you drop some whatever meat it is you drop in there, they pounce on it and they snarl at each other. But one gets a big piece of meat, another one grabs a thigh, another one tries to fight it for it. It's like, and within minutes, you see their muzzles are thoroughly bloodied and they're crunching on the bones of whatever it was you dropped in there.
All right. Actually, rather than making a pile of meat, do like every 10 feet.
Okay.
That way they want to move out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then, while they're busy doing that, we can beat Scoop Boogie.
It's good. And walk the 10 miles back to the bloody great big tree you can't see from more than 10 paces away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're able to lay out a trail of food. Being animals, their main instinct is food. So, yes, I am going to make the assumption that you basically set the direwolves free into the wild with full stomachs.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, that is absolutely fine.
Probably take a goblin head or an ear or something just to prove we've dealt with them too.
Okay.
Good idea.
So do you now return to the
druids?
Well,
Yep.
isn't that where the railroad tracks go?
It does, yes, yeah. The
Oh,
railroad.
there we go.
The next station on this railroad is returning to the High Druid. So they. Well, I prompted you.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we'll jump on that train.
So we're going to walk about 20 miles that we didn't really need to do if we hadn't been able to deal with the goblins to begin with. But anyway,
the journey back to the Golden Boughs, in brackets, the forest oracle of the druids, close brackets, goes quickly. A golden guard at the base of the tree sounds a bird call and says, "Welcome back, brave adventurers. The High Druid awaits your return."
Good.
oh dear. Fine. Let's climb back up the tree. Oh, I accidentally forgot to disarm myself.
You will be asked to disarm yourselves.
Oh, damn it.
You had to bring it up.
Yeah, I know. I was going to see if the module mentioned it or not.
You're led back to the main platform with the High Druid. If you wish, the High Druid says, you may stay here a few days, healing yourselves. I would not begin such a potentially hazardous return journey unless I were healthy. I think your return trip will be dangerous enough for the unwary, even the unwounded, without adding further complications. You may stay or leave as you see fit. The choice is yours.
Did
We
anyone
didn't actually
take
get
any-
wounded, did we?
I don't think anyone got hit, did they?
Nobody got hit.
That's different for us.
I know.
And that is where we'll end this week's session.
Fair enough.
We will start next week's session with everybody fully healed, because the Great Druid will heal everybody. You're provided with sustenance, and he will provide you with yet another useless bless, which will only last
Until we
rounds.
walk down the road, yeah.
until you walk down the road. Yes.
Fine.
And had Brian been here with his druid, he would have been presented with a golden sickle before he left.
Oh, we'll just take that for him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll assume that. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And he'll never see it, but we'll take it for him.
See, this is why they wouldn't let me join, because I told them the bless wouldn't last very long, and they just wouldn't let me join the druids.
Now the question is, we have 4 or 5 pages of adventure left. Do you want an extra session of this next Friday or not?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can't just stop.
Okay.
We've got
Then-
to see those D20s roll for the random encounters, John.
Oh,
Come on.
We haven't reached the last train station yet.
We are on a journey. We are on a journey of wonder, a journey of confusion, a journey of what the fuck. And that journey will conclude. I'm a journey of unused flying potions, a journey of wands that you point and hope, and a journey of goblins that will let their castle be ransacked until the party have visited the High Druid. If you wish to rejoin us on this journey, we will be doing this again next week. And I don't know whether we'll finish next week. I hope we do, because I've had enough of reading this shit each Friday when I get home from work. But
What's the next shit module then?
well, it has been suggested that I run Tomb of Horrors.
That'd be fun.
With these same characters? Yeah, why not?
No, not the other shit modules I put in there were Castle Greyhawk, which is truly diabolical, and Red Sonja, which I've never read.
I thought you liked this.
But
Why
when
would
I
you do
did,
that?
several years ago, I did a poll on Facebook, a big competition where everybody in the biggest AD&D group on Facebook was asked to compete to submit votes in a series of vote-offs between modules, slowly whittling down every TSR AD&D First Edition adventure until we had a winner. I put them all in little groups, and you had little league tables with all the votes, and a certain number of modules qualified from each group, and eventually we came out with a winner. S4, Lost Caverns of Sojkan, came first.
Okay.
S2, White Plume Mountain, came second. RS1, Red Sonja, came last. I've never read it, but it came last. It came below all of the Dragonlance. All of the Dragonlance.
That's pushing it a bit.
That's bad.
The movie didn't help it. I don't think either. The movie was a bit meh.
Yeah. Other modules in the top 10. I put all the Giants modules in separately, and a couple of those were in the top 10. I think Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh came fourth, I think, or was it fifth? Something like that. I know Expeditions of the Barrier Peaks finished in the top 5. Ravenloft was in the top 10. What you tended to find is some of the polarizing modules didn't do particularly great in the earlier rounds, but squeaked through. So your Ravenlofts and your Tomb of Horrors, but that ended up in them getting really tough draws in the head-to-heads, the head-to-head knockout rounds. So they ended up coming sort of 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, those sort of polarizing adventures. Whereas the ones that nobody dislikes, such as Sojkan, White Plume Mountain, the ones that everybody thinks fondly of, maybe not number 1 on everybody's list, but they were in the top 10 of almost everybody's list. They were the ones that ended up coming out top in the end.
Okay.
One of my favorite low-level modules would be puppets, because what is better?
I hate it. Yeah.
I've run that a few times. I've had so much fun with that lawful evil leprechaun who can transmute any item. Oh, look, you've just found yourself a silver two-handed sword. No, it's not. It's now an iron bunch of flowers with silver highlights. You can do so much fun with that ability.
I mean, Tomb of Horrors did well enough. It finished top 10, but yeah, Leprechauns are good fun. I mean, my group particularly enjoyed playing UK1 because they encounter leprechauns at the start of that, which is nice. I'm going to see if I can find the results from my poll.
Yeah.
Okay, while you're looking at that, I have one thing to say, and believe me, I'm not being sarcastic. or anything else. I mean this is a complete compliment. Whoever had the children giggling in the background, I love that. That's awesome. I believe me, I think that was awesome.
Yeah. Quite agree.
Yeah, they'll be having a session later. I think I'll probably I'll be
Okay.
running. Oh God, what is it? Crap, I can't even think of it. Eye of the Serpent with them.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little module.
Yeah, they're about halfway down the mountain at the moment, so I've got to keep going with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the most inspiring, but it's good at what it does.
It's great for 8 and 10-year-olds.
Yes, yes.
Because
Here we
it
go.
doesn't give them a lot of options. So it's good.
Here are my results. So top 10 in order. Sojkanth first, White Plume Mountain second, Steading of the Hill Giant Chief third, Barrier Peaks fourth, Saltmarsh fifth, Hall of the Fire Giant King sixth, Ravenloft seventh, Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl eighth, Village of Homlet ninth, Tomb of Horrors 10th. Then, rather annoyingly, the very shit Queen of the Deemweb Pits came 11th. Slave Pits of the Upper City was 12th. Tomorrow-chan 13th. Then Vault of the Drow, Brothers of the Thin City, In the Dungeons of the Slave Lords, Temple of Elemental Evil. I'm glad that finished out of the top 10. But I'm not glad it beat Forgotten Temple of Tharizdun. Against the Cult of the Reptile God was 19th, and Descent to the Depths of the Earth, D1 by itself, was 20th.
I think the Glacial Rift was the weak link of those modules, the Giants modules.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, but I agree it wasn't as good as the other two.
Yeah.
But you can see the Glacial Rift won the first round. Fire Giants won the second round. Glacial Rift won the third round, but then it was drawn against. It was drawn against Sojkanth and lost out to Sojkanth in the quarterfinals. White Plume won the semifinals, but then was drawn against Sojkanth in the final and lost. But it was close. 51% of the votes versus 49%. So a 2% difference. It was really interesting because obviously everyone who was voting was an AD&D Gronyard.
Yeah, the top 10 deserved to be there, I think, on the whole.
Oh, here's the bottom.
20.
Red Sonja was bottom but one, actually. That's the bottom.
Yeah, it's too blurry for me to read, unfortunately.
Dragons of Truth and World of Kryn are the bottom joint.
Okay.
See, Needle came 88th.
Yeah.
I'm
lots of dragons there.
Forest Oracle came 87th.
That's funny.
All good, Saxius. All good.
Yeah.
Now,
I think every module is savable. It depends on how much work you put into it.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. And some of these down here were only down here because they were not so well known.
Yeah,
and people were voting for familiar. I mean, if you look at this list here, certainly Danger at Dark Shelf Quarry A0. Very few people will have known that one. It's better than 80th. A little further up, Shattered Statue is better than 71st. Day of Al Akbar is better than 69th. Dark Clouds Gather is definitely better than 64th. Baltron's Beacon is a top 30 module, in my opinion. It's in 63rd, but because it was late in the I series.
Yeah, and again, how many of the top, say, 20 or 30 even really deserve to be there? Is it just because of name recognition?
There is that.
I would say the ones that don't deserve to be there, in my opinion, are Queen of the Deemweb Pits. I would argue that T1 to 4 doesn't deserve 17th. I thought it was a bit of a mess.
T1, I think, is pretty decent.
T1's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, T1 is excellent, but
I've spent a lot of time running the T1 to 4s on RPOL. I haven't done that in a couple of years now, but when you've got the time to stop and think things through and consider that everything the PCs do has a corresponding reaction elsewhere, it can work out really good. But it's no good for face-to-face play. You've got to have that time to do the work in the background.
yes, it's an absolute beast for the DM. It really is. It's a massive grind.
And if you can allocate that time and effort to it, it becomes amazing. But face to face over the table, it is hard, really, really hard to run.
But in my opinion, the ones that should have definitely have gone higher were UK4, I4, Oasis of the White Palm, UK3. UK3 is my number one, the Gauntlet. I think Beyond the Crystal Cave should have been a bit higher. I would argue the Egg of the Phoenix should probably be a little higher.
Yeah. Okay, it's a cobbled together module from 4 different convention settings, and the links between them are dodgy to say the least. But overall, I think it can work.
It's old school dungeoneering, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. But then the Giants were basically convention modules too.
Yeah.
And it's in your top. Well, it's in basically everyone's top 5, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the fact that the Steading and Hill Giant Chief got in above the. I mean, I think it's a classic. I think the whole layout of it is really good.
It'd be nice for a little bit of extra background information, not to the degree that the reprint a few years later did, but because I'm not real happy with the background on that.
No.
But a little bit more just description of the local area.
Did you notice the change in the style of writing in the reprint, with all the new stuff being incredibly verbose, compared to Gygax's stuff, which was just
straight to the guts of it.
Yes.
No mucking around, just yeah.
But no, it took a long time for me to do this, and it took about 3 or 4 months of polls.
Yeah, overall, I agree with most of that. Some, I think, as you said yourself, some of that should be elsewhere on the list, but overall, it's pretty much on where it should be.
Yeah, I think Piglet. I think your comment about the difficulty of the module being all over the place is absolutely bang on. It goes from 5 giant rats to infinite osquips.
Yeah.
It's nonsense, isn't it? The osquips are too deadly. 5 giant rats is pathetic.
Well, what's the number appearing for goblins? I think it's more than 20, isn't it?
Yeah, but there were 21 in total.
Where's goblins?
I guess maybe the wolves would have been tough.
Yes. Yeah, if the 5 dire wolves had entered the fray when the 21 goblins were swarming out of the central, the remaining 14 or so were swarming out over the next few rounds.
Yeah.
That could have been interesting, but you'd still got your wand of fire, hadn't you? Joker's gone again.
Yeah. Goblins number appearing 4 to 400. We got a patrol of goblins. That's all we had. It should have been, on average, about 200 to 300 of the buggers. Oh well. So be it.
So be it indeed. So be it. But I think the poll I did carries a lot more weight than that crap that was printed in Dungeon Magazine, where they just rated all the super modules at the top.
There was probably a bit of PR involved there, and they may have polled those in the office.
Yes, and people voted for their mates.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So,
well.
yeah. Right. Well, Joker, you've just returned in time for me to finish the stream. So we will be playing again next week.
Yay!
You're all welcome to join again. And of course, I don't know if Halakar and Brian will be able to take part next week, but maybe we'll have a full group. Maybe we won't. But thank you, everybody, for joining in. Thank you for Daniel for those subs, and thank you to John Scotto for the early Christmas present. That's much appreciated. I will be getting back to normal, I think, next week. I've not been doing as much video wise as I usually do. The reason I've posted the pictures that are the reason on the Discord. Quite simply, I've been at work for a lot of extra hours the last couple of weeks, staying later, and I've been tired when I get home. So it's as simple as that.
There's definitely some coins gone into that shop.
He spent about 20 grand.
Yeah, it's looking nice.
Yeah, it just needs tidying up now. Add to that the fact that I don't have a bathroom at home. Our bathroom is so far 2 weeks into the rebuilding. So I'm leaving a dusty, dirty shop and unable to have a bath when I get home.
It's the wrong time of year to be doing that, I think. We waited until summer for us because we'll be out the back with a bucket and, that'll be fun.
My current bathing routine is every morning and evening I fill the kitchen sink with water, get a flannel and just stand there in my boxer shorts in the kitchen when there's no one there and just cover myself in, and that's all I can do. At least we can take a shit. We've still got the toilet plumbed in, but that's about it. Which is I should have made a donation of bucket of soap. I've got I'm basically I just go down to the kitchen sink with my shower gel and a flannel and a towel and just
baby oil.
and douse myself every day. That's all I can do. I'm just so looking forward to when our bathroom's redone and we got our power shower in, which actually works powerfully. And yeah. Hopefully,
things you miss.
Things you miss, yeah. Trying to stay clean without a bath and a shower in the house. My kids are currently making full use of their gym membership, and I know why.
So you're resembling those goblins that we just chased off.
No one has commented yet. No one's. It appears.
They're all just too polite.
At least not to you.
It appears that.
Well, with a room full of vapes, I don't think they will.
That's true. It appears my clumsy form of daily ablutions are working, but I just want to be properly clean rather than flannel clean every day.
Yep.
My boss will. He already commented that one of the workmen stank. He hasn't made any comment to me. He would. Whenever I fart, he comments. So he would tell me.
All right, then. We are done, aren't we?
Yes, we are done. Cheers.
11 o'clock in the morning.
I'll see some of you guys in the morning, I guess.
Yeah, obviously I'm working again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm working again Sunday, but I will be able to run tomorrow night for those who are playing MERP.
Cool. See you then, John. Have a good night. Thanks.
Cheers.
See you guys.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank you all.
Night, everyone.